Domo! Is it starting? Matte. I don't see it live yet. みんな全員来たかな？あれ？なんで配信してない？あれ？できたかな？あ、遅いね。Oh, hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kimono KROWKO. Obviously, this is not a kimono. I do not want to disrespect the culture. I just wanted to do something that kind of fits the vibe of the game. Why is it not working? Dude, the music slaps. Domo, domo. I don't think I can change this. I do new outfit, right? The infamous geisha. How's the music, guys? Can you guys hear anything? Okay. In the middle of my end of semester assessment preview. Oh, so. Can you guys hear the music of the game well enough? Do you want it to be louder? I can make it louder. The voice of the character will be louder. みんな見に来てくれてありがとうございます。そろそろ始めましょうか。へにょへにょ。Anyway, so today we'll do a visual novel, and it's an otome game. Otome game is games basically for girls, but of course guys can play it too. But it's like a romance game, and it's like targeted towards women. But we have played the prequel of this game before, and all of you guys was just hanging on your seat as I was. The storytelling is really amazing, and it's very like, what's gonna happen? So, yeah, I'm excited. I think we should get going. Let's go. Last time we ended up with Iba, but we got into a situation where, why does it continue? Where it was sort of like a long distance relationship, and that was Hakuoki Kyoto wins. Now it's going to be Hakuoki Edo blossoms, and apparently in this game there's a lot of romance. Otome just reminds me of that horse memes. What? Yukimura Chizuru. No, my name is not Chizuru. Kyoko. Oh. Are? Whoa! No, Nut, thank you so much for $2. You see how that music really fit the vibe? Nice. Thank you so much. Wait, did you say anything? I didn't. Oh, long time no see, my queen. Long time no see indeed. Oh my. Wait, why can't I type? Oh, input. Lol. Kyoko. Gotta donate more. Dude, I love this whole vibe. It's so amazing. Kyoko Yukimura. Hi. Wait, what? Select? Wait! So I get to keep going where I was? あれ、待てよ。How the fuck do I return? Oh, I remember the fucking settings of this game was so weird. 待てよ。What? Cause so whoever we ended up with, we can choose? Hey, interesting. So Iba was the guy that we ended up with last time, but we didn't really get to do anything. Ho. Now we get to see if they actually end up together. I mean, I know they're gonna end up together, but what's gonna happen? Oh, isn't this Kyoto? Winter 1864. In order to find my father with whom I'd lost contact, I, Kyoko Yukimura, visited Kyoto. In that city, I bore witness to a horrifying secret hidden within a group called Shinsengumi. The furries. A creature with white hair and crimson eyes. Everything else is cuck. I mean, if we have time we can do more, but I don't know. Luckily, I was saved from the vicious clutches of the furries by the men of the Shinsengumi. I think we can just choose whoever we want to be with from this one. Because I had discovered the Shinsengumi's secrets, it was proposed that I lived with them since they were also searching for my father. As such, I was to serve under Hijikata as the commander. So this is just like the recap of last game, in case anybody hasn't watched us play that or anybody hasn't played that before. And thus began my life with Shinsengumi. I'd heard rumors, well, whispers really, that the Shinsengumi was a bit more than a bunch of crooked ronin, but my life with them proved otherwise. Their commitment to protect the safety of Kyoto made them the last of the dying breed, true samurai. It set them apart from those who only craved power. The furry thing again. Serendipity! How do I read these words? Introduced me to Hachiro Iba, a bakushin who had served in the city of Kyoto. We became acquainted during his frequent visits to the Shinsengumi. Oh my god. These types of game, man, it always makes me like doki doki. We engaged in conversation. We discovered that we were in fact childhood friends. But not just friends. Our situation, however, became increasingly dire. Anti-shogunate sentiments were growing intensely throughout the country, and the war between the shogunate and the Satsuma Choshu seemed inevitable. Then finally, the Battle of Toba Fushimi had begun. Oh yeah, this part. The shellfish. Yes, the actual crab. The selfish, ruthless ex-captain of the Shinsengumi, Kanryo Sai Takeda, loathed Iba, and each warrior had an arm brutally severed in 2 separate duels. Iba, as a descendant of a famous sword dojo, had a reputation to uphold. Thus, he became a fury. A fury? He looks constipated. And fused the demon's arm to his shoulder in order to resume fighting. Although Iba had conquered over Takeda in a decisive duel, the battle itself resulted in a defeat for the Shinsengumi and other shogunate allies. After parting ways with Iba at Osaka Castle, I departed for Edo alongside the distressed Shinsengumi. Oh, so they lost. Naruhodo? Well, he's going to Edo as well, guys. Oh. Alright, let's see. 何が起こるかな? Let's see. Chapter 1, 1868, February. Oh. Last time I played this, a lot of people slept during the stream because it was so relaxing. So you guys are free to sleep. Fall asleep whenever you want. February. Iba's route started. Every time I shut my eyes, I could hear the deafening blasts of cannon fire from the Battle of Toba Fushimi, although the Shinsengumi and I were miles away in Edo. So I can do this and then read the historical facts. Where is my character? 10 minutes long intro. Which imperial and shogunate troops? I see. Wait, how do I get the fuck out? Okay. Upon our arrival, our forces regathered at an inn run by the city's Hatamoto called Kama-in. Hatamoto, high-ranking vassals of the Tokugawa clan who served the shogun directly. Ah, naruhodo. By the end of January, thanks to Hijikata, the kudere guy, the cold guy, the Shinsengumi were permitted to use a shogunate-run mansion to house their men as a new headquarters. I was going to go with Hijikata at the beginning. Then we almost went with Chikage Gana, like the blonde guy. But then we ended up with Iba. It's him. Why is the voice so small? How do I fucking... Higher please, thank you. Thankfully, according to the doctor, none of them seem to be in critical condition. Quite small.
Stop bullying me.
For Kondo, however, there may still be some time until his shoulder is... Who the fuck is Kondo? Oh, the captain. Yes, yes, yes. Can you guys hear the voice? Like, why is this so quiet? Anyway, Shimada, how is Hijikata doing? This guy's an officer. Sacho. Bakshin? Isn't Iwa and Bakshin? The volume is uber small. Dude, I don't understand. It's like maxed out for me. What the? Sound settings. Dude, it's like... it's the highest. Wait, select volume for each character. You can play favorites? It's like, shut the fuck up, I don't like you. Turn it off. That's so funny. Yeah, no, the sound is like max, so... It's just... I hope you guys can hear anything. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Shimada grinned, bowing his head before spinning around. I just imagined that guy doing ballet to walk away from me. But his head perked up as if he just remembered to tell me something. And he turned back around. Nan koto? Why are you thanking me? I haven't done anything. No. Thank me for being a housewife. Muting characters, savage. I know, right? Wholesome. Oh, you don't have to thank me for that. I should be the one thanking you. All this time, you've been so generous and thoughtful. I consider it a given to return the favor. Right. Blush appeared I'm sorry, you're not my type. Next. Shimada's round cheeks as he skipped out of the hallway. He skipped out. That's so funny. Since the unfortunate loss... Yamazaki? Oh, he fucking died? Oh, shit. Bro died off camera. Shimada has shouldered the entire burden of duties assigned to the Shinsengami's Watch Division. Watch Division directly to Commander Hijikata. Either Nagakura or Harada could emerge from their funk after suffering serious, devastating trauma from the battle, and they often went into town to drink. Oh, this guy, this loud guy, and Harada-san. I can't even get out to see the second one. Oh, that's for Heisuke. I think it's the chibi one. The small... Yeah. Wait, he became a fucking furry? I forgot. What the hell? He looks so funny. He only roamed the compounds long after the sun had set, usually engaging in some deep meditative contemplation. It was the kind of meditation that was best left undisturbed, evidenced by the lines of worry on his face, so I refrained from approaching him to converse. Bro got grittied on. I mean, imagine if your entire life you can only... Actually, I was gonna finish that and say, imagine your entire life you can only emerge and live at night, but then I realized that's the majority of gamers' lives anyway. Yeah, like, they don't have to imagine. Hajime Saito. It's the Kaido looking guy, the blue guy, right? Yes. He's pretty cute. Assisted Dr. Matsumoto with his infirmary work. It's not my dad. I was busy transferring injured soldiers to and from other clinics, so we rarely entered discussion. Although in my heart, I knew that it couldn't be helped. The shinsengumi was beginning to drift apart, fraying ever so slightly at the seams. More than anything, what tugged at my heart was not having a chance to reunite with Iba, who I hadn't seen ever since we changed our bittersweet farewells at Osaka. Like, back then... Oh, he looks nice with white hair. Like, back then, imagine, you don't have keitai. What is it? Smartphones. Not even phones, right? And if you write, where the fuck are you gonna write to if you don't know where that person is? Yeah. Becoming a Fury has its punishing limitations, including an aversion to sunlight that made enjoying the simple pleasures of human life impossible. Sorry guys. I guess you guys lead unpleasurable lives. How could he manage, I wondered, to balance these restrictions in tandem with his position as a bakushin? Perhaps, at a more appropriate time, I could attempt to write Iba a letter, and piece together words that could convey just how much I missed his company. If I were to ask my dad for an address, then surely I could turn this endeavor into a reality. Ara. Tegami o kaku? Days in Edo were oft stretched into a tedium. I had been working on a cross-stitch, being able not to prick my fingers when my sliding door flew open and broke my sturdy concentration. And then...
Saito. Hi. Saito-san. Go genki yo.
What brings you to my room today?
Alale? Alele? What is this?
Coolly pull. How do you coolly pull a piece of paper? Hi, Kodo. Yes, tedium. Tedious, yes. Along with a small wrapped pouch from his pocket.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
He spoke curtly and left my bedroom. He fucking knew, man. He knew. Without waiting, I hastily opened the letter. My eyes raced down the page, and I felt my heart flutter as I savored every word of his reply. Dr. Matsumoto wrote about medicine. He'd produced... Who gives a fuck about medicine right now? We have bigger fish to fry. He'd produced to satiate the Fury's bloodlust, and he mentioned his hope that I would make use of it. With this in mind, I unwrapped the small pouch. Its contents included a few tiny wrapped bags of compressed powder, which I took to be the medicine. Dr. Matsumoto warned, however, that the medicine provided only a temporary reprieve. As of now, there have been no successful attempts to wholly eradicate bloodlust in the Fury test subjects. For father, are? Is her dad not Dr. Matsumoto? Actually, no, it's Yukimura, isn't it? I forgot. This house looks like a fire hazard. Yeah, you know this game? Who has dedicated almost entirety of his tenure in Edo researching the water of life. Oh, I forgot this bald man. Oh, it's so funny. Wait, in collaboration with... Wait, so aren't they enemies then? Perhaps he could point us in the right direction. Or so Dr. Matsumoto had hypothesized. That is their tenure in Edo. I came to an epiphany, realizing that the documents pertaining to the water of life could have been stashed somewhere in my old childhood home. This is like a fucking, what is that called? Eren Yeager moment. Going to a childhood basement. Just as the thought crossed my mind. That's Iba's voice! That's Iba's voice! Ah! I frantically stuffed the letter and pouch into my shirt pocket and bolted to the entrance gate. どういう姿? どういう様子で? I reached the gate. My heart jumped seeing that person calling out of it.
こんにちは。ご無沙汰してます。
今く今
He formed a friendly smile with, nah, bro, he gotta be drooling. He missed me, guys. He missed us so much. It's actually been like a year, or at least half a year, since our last playthrough of Kyoto Winds. From his pocket, he pulled out a letter packaged in fine stationery.
手紙ありがとうございました。返事を書こうと思ったんですけど、直接ここに来る方が早いと思って来てしまいました。
How are you feeling? Doesn't the sunlight make you feel unwell?
とりあえず普通の人間のふりをすることができるくらいには健康です。
So bro is like kind of constantly itching, but he's fine.
なるほど。
I can't get over the grainy texture effect. I wonder if they have an option to turn that off. I don't think so, honestly. Romance video. Yeah, Nina. It's just the like a watercolor effect. We raising boys today. No, I mean I like it. Iba was incredibly resilient, at times to the point of stubbornness, so there was a chance that he could simply be feigning feeling well for my sake. However, his complexion glowed. Bro got skincare routine, amplified by his cheerful disposition, and I had no reason to refute him. Even so, escaping the kiss of sunlight was as futile as dodging rain in a storm, so my doubts remained. Would you care to come in? I can brew you some tea. Or you can drink something else.
ありがとうございます。
Why is he so shy? I mean, he still hasn't confessed. Iba bowed his head and I escorted him inside, going into the kitchen to pour fresh tea from the kettle into a pot before fixing a plate of cookies for him. Whoa, that was close! Wow!
早速いただきます。
He didn't say fucking you're so gracious. What is this translation? Iba exhaled, whatever, over the steaming teacup and smiled as he took a tiny nibble of the cookie from a tray. He eats like an anime girl.
武田さんがここに来たりはしましたか?
Wait, Takeda is alive? No, in fact, the last I had seen of him was back at Toba Isn't he the demon guy that
それを聞いて
cut his
安心しました。
arm?
しかし、今日の豚書に比べると随分静かですね。
Why is he so fucking quiet? Exhaled. I can't hear shit. Oh, that is a good question. As of late, everyone has been so busy. Many of the men are out working. Especially Hijikata. He's either locked up in his room, writing letters to the shogunate Bakushin, or he is out somewhere in Edo Castle, delivering them. Iba? Whoa, whoa, whoa! A choice is coming!
はい。なんでしょう。
The music went down? What's gonna happen? I'm not sure. That's what I was asking you. You seem lost in thought.
ええ。まあ、いろいろと考えることがあって。
I can't fucking hear this guy. It's like...
せっかくあなたと一緒にいるのに考え事なんて。
That's right. How dare you think about something else when I sit in front of you? Actuals disrespects.
違う。そんなことじゃない. I wondered what thoughts plagued Iba's mind. The voiceover volume is 100? It is! That's so crazy! Was he too still sore over the recent defeat back in Kyoto, or was he distracted by something related to his new status as a furry? Or perhaps he was still adjusting to his new hand, which had been wrapped in cloth. I imagined it to be the latter, considering the duel had likely been fresh in his mind, an eternal reminder of the grudge between himself and Takeda. Furry. Sounds cool, but here's none of it. Nods intently. A feeling of guilt bubbled in my stomach. I couldn't help but feel responsible for his situation, so I wondered what I could do to make things right. Ah! I know. I instantly recalled the letter and medicine. You're just gonna give an untested medicine to this guy. Iba, it may interest you to know that Dr. Matsumoto had some medicine delivered to me. Kutsuri dayo? Apparently, it had the power to suppress bloodlust. And to evoke another type of lust. Am I right, boys? According to a letter he'd attached to it, though, it isn't a perfect cure. It still has its limits. I guess curing bloodlust isn't feasible right now. But I thought of something. If we were to search... Fuck this. Like, I cannot hear. Shithole. Are... Do you guys see that? I don't think it's changing anything. Hey. I'm thinking like if I turn down the BGM. Ah. Okay. But then there will be no music. It's so awkward. Oh my god, this is so awkward. Never mind. Let me just have some. How about that? Some. Like this. Maybe we'll be able to hear him now. Increase the volume of the game in Windows and lower the game music to... No. I have the game as maximum in Windows and maximum in OBS and maximum in this game. Like, there's literally nothing else I can do. The likelihood of developing a cure increases, meaning that when Iba is stricken with a bout of bloodlust, we can deal with it immediately. I know this is a sudden imposition, so if you have plans or something after this... At first, he was silent, twirling the teacup in his hand.
いえ、そんなことはありませんよ。
Oh.
三男さんや東堂君のためにも詳しい資料を手に入れておきたいところですよね。
This is so unromantic right
僕
now.
も一緒に行きましょう。
Okay, but first, let me get approval from Sanan. I'll be just a minute. Please excuse me.
Iba closed his eyes as he nodded, and I stood up. I'm stuttering from the table and began walking to Sanan's room. This fucking nerd guy. I remember him.
報道さんの資料を探しにですか。
He has really like big,
大したものが見つかるとは思えませんが。
loud voice.
まあいいでしょう。
The fuck? Can you guys still hear the music? 待って、I'm gonna check.
危険な目に遭うこともないでしょうしね。
Dude, I can't even fucking hear the music anymore. あれ、待って。Alright, I'm just gonna turn the music up. If you guys can't hear the voice, then might as well be able to hear some BGM. You know? Yes. I think it's okay now. Tell me if it needs to be up. I bowed gratefully to Sanan and went back to find Iba gazing at trees. This guy's high as fuck. He has not been focusing on shit. Wow, I hear myself. Mate. Yes. Wow. It had been quite some time, nearly 4 whole years. 4 whole years! Oh. I thought 4 whole years since we met. Windows, settings, sound mixer. Bro, it's max in sound mixer. Like, what the fuck else can I do? It is sincerely max. Usually for every other game, I would put the sound mixer, like the volume for the game in the sound mixer to be like 20, because I don't like, you know, blasting music in my ears. But for this game, I'm having it maximum capacity, with maximum volume in here and maximum voice for every character, but it's just skill issue. Yeah, I think it's just Iba's skill issue. The yard was barely recognizable as I pushed open the creaky gate. Everywhere that Iba and I stepped, overgrown weeds crackled below our feet. I'm not sure what I had expected, but I didn't think the house would fall into disrepair so quickly. How long has it been since you've been here, Iba? Can you remember back that far? Whoa! Music stop. Iba?
ああ、すみません。
What the fuck is with him?
久しぶりなので懐かしくて。
Nah, he got some side bitches. I understood there being a lot to take in, even if the yard itself was an eyesore. But something told me what Eva was concerned with was far more serious. Hi, Clea. He furrowed his brow in quiet contemplation. I darted my eyes around the yard, hoping to pin down what might have distracted him. But I was too nervous to ask him myself. I grazed my hand against the paint peeling beside the front door, slowly leading my fingers from the wall to the door handle, greeting the dust as I slid it open.
Iba, こっちです。
I must apologize for the mess.
それじゃあお邪魔します。
Why is it so quiet? What the fuck? Observing Iba in his unsettled mood was tearing me apart, and I was desperate to know what caused it. The idea of initiating the conversation was practically dangling in front of me, and, as his childhood friend, I felt compelled to comfort him. Dude, you guys are still friends? That's so noob. Ooh, new music. Dust coated every surface in the house, clinging to our fingers and our clothes as we parsed through the multiple stacks of notes and documents. However, neither of us were certain of what it was that we were even looking for, nor did we have the insight to tell what was useful and what was not. Can you guys hear the music? Sorry for asking all the time, but I'm just like desperate to know that this is an enjoyable experience right now. 'Cause so many times I stream and I just obliviously stream for hours, but then I look back, I rewatch my stream, and turns out the volume was so fucked up and nobody said anything because you guys are too generous. So please be brutal and tell me what I need to fix about the volume so I can, you know, give you the best experience. Man, all the stuff's so foreign to me, it might as well be in another language. I'm so sorry, Iba. You took time out of your day to help me, and we don't even have anything to show for it. All I want to hear is your
Ara, stop it.
あなたが謝ることじゃありませんよ。気にしないでください。
He's too polite. He took my thought.
Hey, having Bao.
The melancholy in his eyes felt thicker than the dust around us. It was like I was speaking with a shadow. It wasn't my place to ask, nor did I expect him to tell me even if it was. But I could no longer stand it.
何か起こしたの？イワ。
何かというのは
Just look at you. You aren't as responsive as he's become the R word. That's what me and Shai would joke about. Sorry. Don't cancel me. Responsive as you normally are. Would you like to talk about it? Maybe if you open up, I could help you work through it. Dude, the bro is mewing the whole time. This is the classic I can fix him. I did save? What is happening here? Why do I have to save now?
いや、話したくはなかったらいいですよ。
Iba's eyes shifted away from me, and I became insecure in thinking that I had struck a nerve.
すみません。本当はあなたに落ち込んだ顔なんて見せたくなかったんですけど、このところ幕府の重臣の方々と
Fuck
意
you.
見の違いを感じることが多くて。
Oh, so you haven't seen me for months and you still thinking about work when I'm in front of you?
This game looks so similar to the manga I've read. The style is really nice. You haven't seen eye to eye? How
江
so?
戸に戻ってきてから、トシさんは連日江戸城で幕臣との面談を重ねていますが、今の幕府には薩長との間にこれ以上波風を立てたくないと考える人間が多いんです。
Okay.
トシさんが何度面談を申し込んでも平気で約束を保護にしたり、あちこちたらい回しにしたり。
In the past, the shogunate, along with some pompous domain officials, had written off the Shinsengami's attempts to legitimize themselves in the public sphere. Hearing Iba speak about Toshi Hijikata? Is that him? The practice still taking place, despite the Tokugawa clan teetering on the brink of destruction. He explained why he seemed so crushed.
同じ幕臣として恥ずかしいです。名家の出だ旗本だと言いながら、皆誰一人として薩長の謀反を咎めようともしないなんて。
So nobody's punishing the treason, the people with treason. Iba, for as long as I had known him, was a clever, forthcoming, and orderly gentleman. For him to work in the company of those who hadn't shared any of his ambitions or empathy, it produced a moral dilemma that called into question what or whom Iba had been fighting for all along. I brought my hands under my chin, stroking it as if I had a beard, as I searched for words to make him feel better. How is IC going to help him feel better? Fucking naruhodo shika nai jan. I can't just say like Hijikata will do something. It's like it makes me sound like Ojo-sama, you know? Like,
Hijikata will do it. I don't know shit, but Hijikata will do it.
I had no idea. I had rarely caught sight of Hijikata around the compounds of late, as he was usually scurrying out of the door before I could say hello or goodbye. From what Iba tells me, my assumptions that he had been busy in meetings were somewhat unfounded.
トシさんたちがああいう扱いを受けるのは初めてではないでしょうし、新選組の方たちがこれぐらいで弱音を吐くような人たちではないというのは分かってるんですけど。
You know, all of that explains so much. I could imagine feeling pretty anxious about that too. Iba shied away from me all of a sudden, turning his head off to the side with pursed lips.
悩んでいた理由はそれだけではないんですけど。
What, eh? What else is there? Iba flipped through a stack of documents beside us nonchalantly, which incited my curiosity. I watched him absent-mindedly draw circles on the dust table with his left index finger before he turned to look at me. Before I could ask him, however... Wow! Ore! Whoa, that scared me, like, for real, in real life. Iba reached out for me all of a sudden. And then... he tackled me. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Take me out to dinner first! Jesus Christ! Pinning me to the floor before I could react, kicking up a cloud of dust that tickled my nose. His left hand throbbed. Are you sure it's his hand? As it forcefully gripped me! And I trembled underneath him.
Iba, nani o shiteru?
Sweat began to trickle down my spine, and under his weight, I could barely draw breath. Once I had finally asked him what he was doing, hey yo, he ignored my
Oi!
We were face to face, and he didn't even blink as our eyes locked together. Eagerness flamed inside of them, although his eyes had seemed more ravenous than passionate. Oi! Nanda korea! As my body shivered in alarm under the mass of his muscular frame, he eventually shut his eyes and inched his supple lips slightly closer. Sonna ni hayai? I froze, partly out of feeling powerless, but mostly because I wasn't recognizing what was happening. Even if I wanted to push him off of me, I couldn't budge one bit. Pre-nut opacity.
Eva,
At this rate,
he's going to! そのままじゃ。
as I braced myself to feel our I heard an audible gulp squeak from his lips. Then, Oish! Refund, 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 refund. Fuck you. Fuck you.
そんなこと。少女に。How dare you do that to a girl?
Nhau đi, đừng có tiếc để làm gì. Hôn hôn hôn. Không, nhưng mà còn dài lắm. Chuyện còn dài lắm các bạn ạ. Iba leapt back, his face becoming pale and rigid from shock, and his left arm snapped back to his waist side. So close.
僕は今何を
You were horny! Iba lowered his head, shaking timidly in front of me, as his eyes slowly regained their usual color.
すみません僕はなんてことを
大丈夫ですよ。
Iba has flustered so badly that guilt began to well up inside of me, and I was hesitant on how to respond. My heart was pounding at a frightening pace, leading me to believe it would burst outward at any moment. Iba, a figure of propriety and class, was the last person I'd ever expect to force himself onto me. I wondered what inspired him to do. It's the bloodlust, isn't it? What was he planning to do? His brain right now. David, what burst out? Questions swirled in my mind as Iba madly panted. He must have been equally confused, and by virtue of his grave demeanor, I thought it better not to ask.
戻りましょうか
What, you just gonna act like nothing ever happened?
新選組の人たちもきっと心配しているでしょうし
そうだね。行きましょう。
I took a last gander around the house, eyeing corners of sentimental value. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Uh-oh, the horny went too bad. He slammed his hand onto the table before falling onto his knees and grimacing at extreme discomfort.
Eva!
Ah, fuck.
大丈夫です
Jesus. He became a furry.
していれば
Get rid of these snakes. Bro harassed and then acted confused. That ain't right. Could this be?
今これやっぱり血がいる
His shoulders jerked unexpectedly. The muscles in his neck strained as he painfully turned his head towards me, which was enough to affirm my suspicion. He was displaying an admirable degree of control, giving me the impression that this wasn't his first experience with a bout of bloodlust.
そうだ
Somehow, I remembered the medicine mentioned by Dr. Matsumoto and dug into my pocket to grab it. According to the doctor's letter, consuming the medicine could temporarily stave off the symptoms of bloodlust. I knew, though, that there was no guarantee of its effectiveness, nor could I vouch for its potency. What I did know was that blood was an immediate deterrent, and with my healing abilities, I was nonplussed about inflicting harm upon myself. What should I... Oh, shit, we get to fucking choose, mate. We get to choose.
I would like to give him my blood, if that's okay.
What do you guys say? Give him blood? Oh, dude, I can heal like infinitely. This girl is like a monster. In a good way. She has like fucking, what's that guy's name? Wait, what's that guy's name? The Deadpool, right. She's Deadpool. Second one. Oh, come on, but the first one is more dramatic. Let's do a save. Let's do a save of this one. So if we want to go back, we can go back. Perhaps Iba would be resistant to the idea of doing so, but in dire circumstances, I saw no other way.
Iba, こっち来い。
声じゃなくて。
口切って。私の血を。
As the words escaped my mouth, his eyes widened incredulously as sweat dripped down the sides of his contoured cheekbones.
私の今の姿を見せてしまいました。
I have let you see my simp, fucking form. You must now be blinded.
何を言っているんですか。そんなこと。
Okay, shit,
はずがないでしょう。
Oh, fuck, I think I...
でも、
The longer you fucking wait, the more it hurts! でしょ？
そういう問題ではありません。僕はあなたの血なんて飲みたくはない。
あれ？
そんなことをするぐらいなら狂い死にした方がよほどマシです。
Oh. やばい。Okay, well, let's go back. じゃあ見なかったらフリーです。
ふりをした方がいいよね。
Alright, fine, I'll give him the medicine.
Iba, take this shit. Random bullshit, go poo.
It won't taste great, but it should help a little bit to reduce your bloodlust.
これは松本先生の。
Just give me a minute. I'll fetch you some water.
Pat.
I left Iba alone, sprinting to the well outside of the house. Dude, that water is like probably fucking molded. Nearly 30 minutes has passed, though to us, the minutes felt stretched to excruciating hours before the medicine assuaged any of his grueling symptoms.
すみません。面倒をかけてしまって。
It's okay, you almost kissed me, but whatever. Oh.
You had nothing to apologize for. All that matters to me is that you are okay.
それじゃあ、そろそろ豚舎へ戻りましょうか。
Boring! Dude, I kind of wish I picked the blood shit. That would have been cool.
はるちゃん、どうも。
Iba and I was greeted by the mellow glow of sunrise as we completed our lengthy trek back to the compounds.
それでは、今日はこれで、いろいろとすみませんでした。
あいし、もうつまんない。
You can't keep beating yourself up. Things happen, and I'm just happy I was there for you. Iba smiled uncomfortably, keeping his shoulders slumped as he squinted. Dude, he's being a fucking beta right now. Just you know, just slam me to the floor. Should have edged him. The two of us exchanged timid bows, and Iba... You know what, dude? If I let him endure it, would he like bite me? Should have done so many other things. Iba gazed at me forlornly before sauntering, what the fuck are these words, beyond the gate. As I watched his back shrink in the distance, the evening's events all came rushing back to me. Each one had been oddly upstaged by the next. She gonna think of a...
だよな。
Iba's bold imposition seemed so out of character. I fixated on it, swirling the She's getting horny as well. My thoughts like a stray leaf floating in a cup of tea. If Iba hadn't possessed the... the what? Wherewithal? To stop himself in the middle of it.
Then we would have made a child.
Nut? Yep.
I noticed myself blushing and felt ashamed for having fantasized.
You and me both, girl. You and me both. You ain't alone.
In an effort to distract myself, I stared up at the sky as it gradually brightened, forming playful images of the cumulus clouds grouped in the thick bunches. Had something gotten into him?
The horny. The bunk. Hello, hello. Just do it. 3 more.
Or did Fila...
Did Fila? That's his name. Fila, the shoe. Did Eva have
Fila... No! Chinga! Thinking about it could only hurt me, and I stepped back inside the compounds to rest after the long, arduous night.
February. Oh, it's the same. Okay.
Orders came from the shogunate for the shinsengumi to march for Kofu, and in order to detract any unwanted attention, they became the Kyoyo Regulatory Company.
This is history here, guys. Kofu, a territory surrounding Edo under the jurisdiction of the shogunate that is generally regarded to be the land protected. Naruhodo. Hello, 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 Shadow. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I last played this. Last time I played the prequel. This is a sequel. Apparently, it's much more romance-filled. Once word of the new order spread throughout the group's ranks, the entire compounds erupted in chaos as every able-bodied soldier scrambled to prepare. Hijikata!
Hisashiburi!
He's the strict guy. Almost fell for him. Alright, I'm ready. As a show of support, the shogunate outfitted the shinsengumi with a slew of rifles. Dude. Samurais with rifles! And most notably, westernized uniforms. It was an unexpected change. I barely recognized any of the shinsengumi men in their new attire. True? Will we get to see Iba with that uniform? That emblem right in the Shogun from Genshin. Oh, seriously?
For myself, however, I have been ordered to
Bruh, boring!
For which was understandable, if not discouraging. Even so, Edo was an unsafe place for a young woman. What with the
furry corpse on the plow. Course. How do you say that with the S? I know it's like core normally, but like with an S, is it course? Or corpse? I don't think it's corpse. Corpse is like dead body, right? Secret Division. Keisuke-sanan. Okay. Oh yeah, he's... Oh wow. So he has a whole court himself.
So it had been decided that I would wait their return in Iba's custody within his
humble abode. Okay. Oh yeah, this one, yeah.
Why would you ask me that? Are you assuming that I'm a whore? How dare you, Hichikata? I slap you. Yes, when we were children, it was Iba who had often visited us, not the other way around.
Oh shit! He's a rich boy. Ah, yeah.
どういうことですか?
Look at this guy. Look at so sly. あら、期待してる。ワクワクしてる。
トシさん、待ってましたよ。中へどうぞ。
He didn't even say my name. Bro thought he's slick. He is. Done.
The sun gleamed as we found Iba standing outside of the ornate gate, encircling a huge, lavish mansion. Ugh.
どうしたんです?
Yeah, you almost raped me the other day. Like, just, you know, not much. If I'd said that to Hijikata, he'd be like, what?
この屋敷のあまりの大きさに驚いて声も出ねえんだよ。
Damn it, I'm liking Hijikata more. What is happening? Whoa.
贅沢だ. Despite Hichikata's sarcastic mockery, he was right. Though not about my fitting my belongings, I was entranced by the sheer size of Iba's house. His lush courtyard rivaled the neighborhood in which I had grown up by nearly twofold, and that wasn't including the remainder of his enormous property.
It's so fun reading this.
Suddenly, I had a greater sense of Iba's status as a Hatamoto, realizing what it entailed being heir to one of the most illustrious dojos in the country.
そんな驚かなくてもいいのに。僕はたまたまこの家に生まれただけなんですから。
Don't be so humble.
さあ、入ってください。今日は元山も来ていますよ。
Motoyama? Oh. Okay, his friend. They just happen to have the same green eyes.
あら、綺麗じゃん。As Hichikata and I stepped foot inside of Iba's elegant home, Motoyama rushed to stand and greet us.
あ、こりゃどうもご無沙汰してます。土方さん。
Dude, Hijikata looks so cool. Look at him. Just like... Iba-san is a perfect husband.
I don't know about that. He seems a bit too pussy right now.
別にかしこまる必要はねえよ。普通にしてろ、普通に。
これでも一応普通にしてるつもりなんですけど。
軍兵衛さんの姿が見当たらねえが、さしずめ将軍さんの護衛で上野にいるのか。
Who the fuck? Gunbei Iba. 8th generation in structure. He's his adoptive... Are? Adoptive? Iba's adopted? Oh my god, he's like a cat. Ueno?
はい。今この屋敷にいるのは僕と何人かの使用人ぐらいです。
Oh, I think his voice has gotten like louder a bit.
だとよ、雪村。気兼ねする必要もなさそうだし、ちょうどいいじゃないか。
I sincerely appreciate your generous hospitality.
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Oh my god, we get to live together. What is this? What is this? It's so staged.
Iba flashed a genital smile.
もう読むことわかんないよ。
and turned over to Hichikata before addressing him directly.
トシさん、今回の戦に勝つ見込みはどれくらいなんですか？
そいつはちとわからねえな。城さえ取られなきゃ負けはしねえはずだが。鳥羽伏見の時と同じで、戦ってのはやってみなきゃわからねえところもあるから。
そうですか。本当ならあなた方だけに戦わせるのではなく、幕臣の我々が率先して範を示すべきなのでしょうね。
何言ってやがる。お前ら旗本の役目は将軍を守ることだろうが。それに暴れる機会はすぐ来るさ。
It's kind of sad. You can't protect your friend.
はい、信じています。
そんじゃ雪村のことをよろしく頼んだぜ。
Hichikata's eyes darted towards me, and he sneered coyly before rushing out of the mansion without another word. Immediately following Hichikata's departure, Iba kept his head pointed towards the floor.
Fuck, he's in his shit again. It's like, what is this? It's always like a dip in his mood, and then he fucking attacks me.
なあ、イバ、元気を出せよ。確かに今の幕府のやり方には俺だって納得してないけど、あの土方さんがああ言ってたんだ。俺たちが幕臣らしく戦える機会はすぐ来るさ。
はい、分かっています。
However, Motoyama's optimism was unreciprocated by Iba, who had his own matters to worry about.
Oh my god, I'm too sad. Dane.
I expected it to go beyond Shogunate's faulty method of leadership, or the Bakushin's reluctance to participate in a war with unsurmountable odds of victory. There is no turning back, and the life you lived as a human would cease, for you cannot interfere with human history. Princess sent...
Oh!
Stern warning from the distant
That's so true. That is so true. I actually, back in that game, I chose to like willingly be kidnapped by the blonde guy, the blonde demon guy. But then fucking the game pushed me to stay. Like I didn't even get to what's the word? I didn't even get to do that shit. You know?
Which means that even if the Buxton were to change their mind, Iba would be forced to observe from the shadows, forbidden from entering the fray. I carefully choose how I wanted to respond. Iba, since I'll have to remain in your care for some time, I would be more than happy to help with chores around the house, or prepare you dinner whenever you like. All you have to do is ask.
へえ、よかったじゃないか、イバ。雪村さんの手料理だって。
Oh, you're fucking lucky.
I promise I will not put some strange pills into it. Are there any preferences you have for dinner? Don't hesitate to let me know.
いえ、あなたは客人ですし、そんなことをさせるわけには。
You can feed me something else. Doesn't have to be food. Ugh.
なんだよ、遠慮しなくてもいいのに。誰にも邪魔されて新鮮気分を味わういい機会じゃないか。
そうだよ、元山さん。Honeymoon. Protein. Quick loading. Yes. あれ？
はい。
Are you fucking kidding me? 待って待って待って待って。Why did it quick load? Do I have to do all of that shit again? Oh no! Fuck! Mo! Nande! Why? Guys! No, what the fuck? Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I'm so fucking done, dude. Why? Did you see that thing where it just gave me that load? Wait, don't clip that, please. I said some weird things. That's so fucked. Have a quick little short. I didn't even touch anything. That's the problem. I wasn't touching anything though. どういうこと？
トシさん。
この
あいしばー。
さ。
Just a quick load.
はい。
You seem proud about it.
こちらこそ。
Oh, come on.
あの、
はい。
Come on, get to the romance. Romance.
いえ。
なんだよ、遠慮しなくてもいいのに。
Okay, there it is. Jesus Christ. Alright, I save. Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright, good.
Honeymoon?
元山、何を言ってるんですか。彼女が僕のお嫁さんに。僕はまだ修行中の身ですよ。
Oh no, it's so cute. Soda. And I'll never be good enough for you.
Why, girl, why are you insecure? You're Deadpool.
つまりどっちも自分なんかじゃ相手に釣り合わないって言ってるわけ。
I love this guy. Unfit. Nah, your size fits
も
well.
う心が通い合ってるってことか。仲が良くて羨ましいよ。
Oh, fucking love Odayama.
そんじゃ、お邪魔虫はそろそろ退散するかな。
Dude, it's always good to have a wingman.
Motoyama-sama.
I sought desperately to clear the air before Motoyama had a chance to escape, especially before Iba took his sentiments to heart. Takedo! With a gleeful smile, Motoyama pranced out of the room. Iba and I were left alone, letting bouncing echoes of the past conversation fill the room's vast empty space.
さっきの言葉は気にしないでくださいね。
Yada. I will remember it forever. Oh, さっきのこと?
ですからその新婚だとか
新婚だよね。
Bro's the wingman.
本山はああいう悪い冗談が好きなんです。
私もその冗談が大好きだよ。
Ewa's incessant politeness was only exacerbating the tension hovering between us, and I continued to blush. Where's his blush?
はい、わかりました。
It reached the point that I would have rather buried my head underground than meet Eva's line of sight.
とりあえずあなたの部屋に案内しますね。
あれれ、案内するだけ?
Already, you know, brought me to my room, might as well stay. Eva's fumblingly stepped around me. So cute. And I took a deep breath before following him into a wide, grand hallway. Let's see. Rich boy moment. Ooh, pretty. After unpacking my things, the two of us ate supper together in silence in the dining hall before going our separate ways to rest in our respective bedrooms. I found it impossible to sleep, as my attention was drawn to the room's extravagant decor, which was far nicer than any accommodations I'd ever slept in. I wondered if Ibo was having any difficulty sleeping. As I rolled over, bundling myself in the futon's satin sheets, I couldn't help but think about him. Considering what I had known about the furries, traveling in sunlight would have been a strenuous ordeal for Iba. Craft and architect of houses back then is diff. But judging how adeptly he'd done so during our trip to my home on the outskirts of Edo, one wouldn't be able to notice any significant change in his... Yeah, but like, if he fucking has white hair all of a sudden and kabedon people... It was a testament to his will, proving that he was ever full of surprises. However, just like I had seen in members of the Shinsengami's own fairy corps, the signs of bloodlust were gradually encroaching, and it was only a matter of time until they worsened. I had to do something, anything, before it was too late. Although, no immediate solutions came to mind. I shut my eyes tightly, and suddenly, it was dawn.
ひひ、おはようございます。おはようございます。
I hope you don't mind, but I prepared some breakfast for you. Allow me to arrange the table for you.
ありがとうございます。
あら、the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I know this from personal experience, guys. I cook for Shy every day. Nyms.
なんだか慣れなくて妙な感じですね。あなたが僕の家にいるというのは。
あなたって新婚みたい。あ、そうとかね。
I couldn't shake what Motoyama said. That in staying here together, it was as if Eva and I were enjoying the pleasures of a honeymoon. Wait, do they not like travel for a honeymoon? Do they just like stay at home together? I guess that's the point of a honeymoon, right? It's like fuck as much as possible to make a child.
どれも本当に美味しかったです。
本当? I can't tell you how much that means to me. Eva wiped the side of his mouth with a cloth, and I posed him a question as I gathered our plates.
Eva?
I know it's difficult to admit, but doesn't walking around in sunlight hurt you? Don't you feel weaker at all?
辛くないと言えば嘘になりますが。
Then, from now on, allow me to manage all your minutue, what the fuck is that? Including welcoming of guests and posts. It is of the utmost importance that you feel well, so I want you to get all the rest that you can.
でもいいんですか?
Yeah, why the fuck am I becoming his slave? Hello? Honeymoon is a never-ending seg. I thought it was shit and I mean, it can be both. I don't know, bro. I've never been in one. Mochiron. It is the least I can do. Blah blah blah.
あなたは本当に優しい人ですね。
Chi. I'm not kind. I only like you. Chi. Why the fuck he let me do all that? What is this? Okay, to be honest, he did lose a hand for me. I mean, it's kind of comparable, whatever.
Ara. Night sky moment. Days floated blissfully in the blink of an eye. And one evening,
Here it is, Motoyama. The man, the myth, the legend.
いやー、美味しかった。雪村さんって本当料理上手なんだね。
Dude, why can't Iba's voice be this loud? Oh, please. You flatter me too much.
いや、すごく美味しかったって。
言い過ぎます。
でも、これからどうするんだよ、イバ。あんなに美味しいものを毎日食べてたら、他の女の子の手料理なんてもう食べられないだろう。
何を言ってるんですか。どうしてすぐ話をそっちの方向に。
せっかく星が綺麗な夜だし、この後パーッと飲みに出かけることにしようぜ。
I like this guy. Motoyama threw his arm around Iba's shoulder, egging him on, despite Iba's visible unwillingness. Uh-oh. All of us went quiet, as one of Iba's servants called out to him nervously, poking his head out from behind the door, like Skibbity Toilet.
どうしました。
今しがた文が届いたもので、土方様からの手紙だそうです。
Uh-oh.
トシさんから。見せてください。
upon Iba's command, the servant hastily slit the door open, tiptoeing into the room to hand Iba the letter. Motoyama and I were silent, watching the servant bow politely before scurrying out of the room. Iba delicately opened the letter's wax seal, taking a deep breath before scanning its contents. As his eyes traveled down the page, Iba furrowed his brows, and Motoyama and I glanced at one another.
どうしたんだよ、イバ。その手紙には何が書いてあるんだ？
Skibbity Toilet.
Iba shut his eyes, without saying a word, and extended the letter over to Motoyama. The room was silent, save for the parchment wrinkling in Motoyama's hand. Before Motoyama finished reading, however, Iba shot up from his chair and stormed out of the room indignantly. Iba, matte! Whatever was in that letter had clearly unsettled Iba, and I couldn't help but feel nauseous from anxiety. I threw my handkerchief on the table and ran after him. Nani gatta? Even while walking a few paces behind him, I could feel the seething rage emanating from Iba. Iba! What did the letter say? Suddenly, he halted in his tracks, turning his shoulder to glare at me with a grave expression. I held my breath as I awaited his response.
新選組は甲府で新政府軍と戦い
Fuck.
敗れたそうです。
But I mean, Hijikata's still alive. Imperial Army, a specific reference to the core battalion of capable infantrymen who used Western military techniques and advanced weaponry in the latter stages of the Boshin War. What? The Shinsengumi was crushed?
革命を果たせずに終わった今、江戸にとどまることはできない。
Ah, fuck. So they're gone then. I'm alone here?
ですからこの後、大使たちを率いて会津を目指すと。
Aizu domain, clan related by blood to the Tokugawa clan, and were put in charge of the office of Kyoto military commissioner. They supported the Shinsengumi in Kyoto. なるほど。
ですから今後もうしばらくあなたのことを頼みたいと。
I mean, sad for them, but lengthened honeymoon. No, but I don't want any of the Shinsengumi people to die.
Iba resumed his brisk pace, and I followed after him.
Where the hell are they going? Oh, they're going back home. Okay.
Eventually, I realized he had led me to the Hatamoto mansion where the Shinsengumi had recently resided. To our dismay, the halls were eerily silent. Neither Sanan, Heisuke, nor the rest of the Fury Corps were anywhere to be found. Osokatta na. Iba clamored out in furor. What the fuck is that? Gritting his teeth as he tightly balled his hand into fists. The tips of his fingernails dug into his palm so intensely that I was certain he'd break the skin.
Oh shit, he's loud now.
His voice reverberated throughout the empty halls, and I flinched from the shrill hiss of his sword as he pulled it from his sheath. Iba began
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
his sword wildly, as if he were attacking an imaginary foe, breathed into life by the aches of his frustrations.
He's weird now.
It was as though he was possessed by something. I gasped from fear, barely able to draw breath. Part of me wondered, though, why he had taken it so personally. Why was he lashing out himself?
Bro, really tweaking.
Iba seemed bent on letting his aggression consume him.
Oh yeah, because he has that thing inside, right? The furry shit.
Ready to burn himself from the inside out. Then, he took a minute to catch his breath, his shoulders moving up and down in exaggerated movements as he lowered his weapon.
Why are you so upset? Imagine he said it like that.
I asked him a question timidly, through panted breaths, he coldly offered his response.
新選組はトシさんたちは新政府軍に勝つことを期待されて甲府へ行かされたわけではないんです。
So, what were they sent for then?
幕府の教授派は彼らをわざと江戸から遠ざけたんです。
Oi. Dude, they're like the shunned middle child shit to whoops inside of me.
新政府軍に江戸城を明け渡すとき邪魔にならないように。
Though it was news to me, apparently Iba had known for some time that Edo Castle was guaranteed to our enemies, meaning that the Shinsengumi was misled. Upon hearing the news, I was positive that Iba was keenly aware of what the Imperial Army ultimately hoped to gain from this detestable arrangement.
今まで命を懸けて幕府のため慶喜公のために戦ってくれた彼らを
Yoshinobu Tokugawa, the 15th commander-in-chief of the Tokugawa shogunate, after restoring political power to the imperial court, he serves as the feudal lord of the Tokugawa clan, stripped of his previous standing.
幕府は無残に切り捨てたんです。
Damn.
これが徳川の家臣のすることか。
Oh shit. He's never been this loud, guys. Can you guys hear his voice?
日頃新選組の人たちを散々見下しておきながら戦いもせずに江戸城を明け渡すことが。
True?
It was clear that Iba was severely distraught, and I was unaware he could ever become this angry. Finally, he heaved one last breath before shutting his eyes and muttering softly.
僕も同じですよね。他の幕臣たちと同じように彼らを見殺しにしてしまった。
Alright, he is returned to becoming mute.
I wondered if Iba had never fused the demon arm to his body, then would he have been able to make a difference? Why? You cannot interfere.
Oh, true? Oh shit! I forgot about that key point of the plot, is that once you become a furry, you can't interfere with human history. ちょっとずるいな、それ。
You cannot interfere with human conflict. Sen's words echoed in my brain like a bell.
If he hadn't agreed, because like he's not a full demon though, if you think about it.
If he hadn't agreed to these conditions, then perhaps he could have fought alongside all of his dear friends. Surely, I thought, his desires to do so lingers. Comforting Iba in his wounded state was difficult, so I carefully deliberated. Okay, this is a save time. I'm not careful with my shit, so I better save. Hey. Let's go after them. I was unsure if Iba could take my suggestion at face value, but I had to take the chance. Why don't we go after the Shinsengumi? His glowing eyes quivered for a second, thinning out of curiosity. Ai-chan, why are you here? Oh shit. 大丈夫? Ai-chan is on my laptop right now. However, he quickly averted his line of sight.
できるはずがないでしょう。おせんさんと交わした約束を忘れたんですか?
He spoke bluntly, eliciting an eye roll from me. What? As usual, Iba was being stubborn, but I was in no real position to force him to break his vow. In the following days, silence floated behind every corridor in Iba's home. Did I pick the wrong shit every time? Mateo. Let me try again. Let me load. This one? What about this? Things aren't as they used to be. How could they be, really? I know you're being pulled in so many directions. I can see it in your eyes. Okay, this is the better result, obviously. It's tearing you apart from the inside. Believe me, I know how much you respect Hijikata and the rest of the Shinsengumi men. No one thinks that you abandoned them, nor do you deserve to feel guilty for not being there. May have sounded hollow, given that I have very thin understanding. I couldn't bear to watch him sink into the depths of his own disappointment, without at least trying. There's no trying to tell me what it is. Ara! Arara! Shit! Fuck, I almost went like without that butterfly. Hey Kyos, it's your first time here? Domo. Iba curled his lips into a bashful smile, but it was brief as he continued puckering his lips in thought. Thank you. If only I could reach inside of him. He can reach inside of me though. Shake him out of this forlorn stupor, so that I wouldn't have to feel so helpless. It was selfish, but what could be done? In the following days, silence floated behind every corridor in Iba's home. I often stepped outside to contemplate, counting the clouds in the sky, to occupy myself, as I thought of ways to lift Iba's spirits. Our conversations had been fairly minimal, and though he didn't always respond, I figured that I could... Okay, wait a minute. I have an idea. I have a load. This one. What happens with this? Okay. Oh! Iba! I began to fear that my inaction would only hurt him. So I took him into my... Oh! Arere! Arere! Wait, this was the shit? 大丈夫ですよ, Iba! Oh, fuck! I would have fucking missed this part! I felt so helpless, and Iba dug his nails into the back of my shoulder in an attempt to power through. My lungs were ready to burst as Iba constricted me in his embrace, and he wheezed in pained gasps. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! The facade of Iba's calm demeanor faded altogether, and his restless jitters made him vulnerable and afraid. Please, stop worrying about me right now. I continued to hug him tightly, keeping close until his violent seizures had long since subsided. Arere! Will I get the butterfly? Iba and I were greeted by the mellow glow of sunrise. Oh!
No. Okay, never mind. So it was the same. Naruhodo. I just wanted to make sure that I don't have any like, you know, that I didn't say any bad shit and like missed anything. Oh. Maybe the 3 times clicking is the quick loading. Because I think I did that. 나루호도. Our conversations had been fairly minimal, and though he didn't always respond, I figured that I could at least tell him anything that I wanted to. But there were several obstacles to consider. Iba, perhaps more than anything, wanted to join the Shinsengami's front lines in battle. What could I suggest to substitute a possibly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Shit. Something finally changed on one fateful afternoon.
聞いてくれ今朗報だぞ。
元山どうしたんです？
新選組や伝習隊の皆が江戸を出て会津を目指すってことを知って。
Denshu Company, an elite force trained in Western tactics by French military instructors.
Damn.
俺たち遊撃隊も彼らに続こうってことになったんだよ。
What changed? Yugeki, a unit made up of men from the shogunate's martial arts dojo and his vassals. What made them change their mind, I wonder? Ah, Kiryu, why are you walking this way?
それは本当ですか？
Kiryu, ah. Alright, let's see.
こんな嘘を言ってどうするんだ。新選組や伝習隊、もともとは武家の生まれじゃなかった奴らがあれだけの気概を見せてるんだから。
いいね。
幕臣の俺たちが何もしないなんて筋が通らないからな。
Oh, lucky.
Iba fell silent, mouthing Motoyama's own words for a minute.
参加できません。辞退すると伝えてください。
え？なんで？
Motoyama froze, blinking incredulously as Iba's response failed to register.
ちょっと待てよ。参加できないってどういう。
ねえ、どういうこと？
事情があるんです。申し訳ありません。
Is it the part where he cannot interfere with human history again?
おい、ちょっと待ってって。俺たちは徳川家の家臣だろ。お前だって標準派の連中のやり方に納得できないって散々言ってたじゃないか。
そうだね。
今を逃したら戦う機会なんて二度と巡ってこないかもしれないんだぞ。
どうしても譲れない理由なんです。分かってください。
Does this guy know about the demon thing? I wonder.
Motoyama opened his mouth to speak, but nothing else came of it. And I suppose he had sensed that Iba's refusal was the end of it.
もう少しだけ考えてみてくれ。
悲しいな。
お前や遊撃隊の皆と一緒に戦いたい。幕臣は腰抜けの集まりじゃないってことを薩長に見せてやりたいんだ。氷を持ってきてある。
Portmanteau. What is that? A basket weaved by willow or bamboo used as luggage to store clothing while in transit.
お前の筒袖が入ってるから。もし一緒に来てくれるつもりになったら。
Alele? He'll also wear the western thingy?
必要ありません。
Aish.
一緒に来てくれるつもりになったらって言ってるだろ。必要なかったら捨ててくれても構わないよ。
Oh, 悲しいな。
Motoyama glanced over to me and nodded his head before
These words brusquely exiting the room.
Are you really not going, Iba?
人間相手にこの力を振るってはならないとおせんさんに言われています。僕が刀を振るう相手はあの武田さんと行動さん、そして彼らが率いる羅刹だけです。
Ah, brusquely. Yeah.
But open your eyes.
The simmering tension between the imperial forces and what remained of the shogunate were coming to a head, and fast.
What if Motoyama, Hijikata, and all of our other friends in Shinsengumi lose their lives before we get the chance to see them? Wouldn't the regret eat you alive? You might be sad now, but imagine if you never got to say goodbye.
Iba shut his eyes dramatically, as if he were wincing from the intense pain. But even so,
僕は武士ですから。
ちょっとわかんないね。Wait, one second. I'm gonna get some chips. Oh my god. You fat fuck. Dude, every time I go to the cabinet that has cat food and also our snacks in it, Kiryu just jumped from the fucking highest cat tree straight down and then ran to me. He never moves except for food. Anyway, I have some grain waves. We can nom on this because I didn't have lunch. But I did have breakfast today, guys, and I exercised and I felt really, really nice in the morning.
一度交わした約束を破るわけにはいきません。
You them give him non-crow dominance. Dane. Mr. Mystery is here today. What time is it for you? Oh!
Then, allow me to ask one favor of you. It is my intention to follow after the Shinsengumi men and reunite with their vanguard. So I humbly ask that you accompany me as a bodyguard on the journey there. And since all of them are going to join forces sooner or later anyway, it would be safer for us to join the Yugeki unit's convoy, wouldn't it? A twinkle flickered in Iba's eyes.
それは
Haha! She's big brain! Holy shit.
あなたって人は
だね。
そこまでして僕を新選組の皆のもとへ
That's
向
true.
かわせたいんですか。
At least you can just meet, right? You don't have to fight with them, but 10 p.m. in West Coast. I saw. Thank God. I was I was setting up the stream and it's way earlier than I usually do it. And I was like, oh my god, what is this? I miss school time. You know, because people are usually from Vietnam. And hey, what's up, Kyles? But I was like, nope. It's been a very long time since I had an early stream to cater to my Northern Americans. You know, other people in non-Asian time zones. So even though technically it's fewer people, but it's the few who generally don't get to, you know, be in the same time zone. So I'm glad we're here today. I appreciate it. Yes. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm the one who's meeting up with the Shinsengumi. You're just my bodyguard, Iba. There was no hiding my active history. But having recalled Iba's furious tantrum, the way his face tightened as he attacked shadows in the Shinsengumi's abandoned headquarters, without a doubt, this was my best form of recourse. Besides, Takeda and my father are working together to produce an army of furries. Thank you for staying healthy. I just, you know, I heard that the treadmill doesn't really do anything for your, not for your health, but like for your muscle building or whatever. And, you know, some people are really against using the treadmill as a way to lose weight or whatever. And so because of that, I shied away from the treadmill and I just did weight training most of the time. But then recently, you know, I've been studying for my last term and for preparations for the end of masters, and I've just been so tired and then doing shit like, you know, streaming for a long time, sitting for a long time, doing clay, it just fucked up my back. And I'm like, I don't care at this point because I'm too tired to do weight training. I just have to do some kind of like exercise that is chill enough so I don't feel exhausted, but also, you know, moves my body. And so I started walking. It's for cardio, increasing stamina. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it makes me feel great. It's like, obviously it's not gonna give me some bucky, you know, muscles, but it's pretty good. At least, you know, temporarily I feel good, and theoretically it's supposed to make your health better, but I mean, who knows. Just any kind of moving, honestly.
確かにその通りですね。彼らを倒すのは僕の役目だ。わかりました。すぐ元山に返事をしましょう。
Dude, Motoyama fucking loves this girl because she's so smart.
Really? I'll grab the inkstone for you. I rushed up the staircase, heading for Iba's study to grab the brush and inkstone for him.
ありがとうございます。本当に。
Oh. Sincerity dripped from his words. Who describes it like this? And it warmed my heart to see him smile like that again. Above anything, there was a selfish pleasure to be gained in catering to Iba's whims, one that I could not help from chase.
It's so hard to read when there's a cat head in front of you, the screen.
Later that evening, the two of us swiftly packed our things and discreetly began our departure from Edo.
Bro's dripped out.
シートを立てないように。
Oh, what the fuck? Look at his new
Uniform, guys. Ara.
どうしたんです？
Nanemonais. In his new uniform, Iba looked rather dashing.
I can't read, Kiryu. Can you please, like, move? Go. Go, boy. Your fat ass. Either go or you lay down. There can be no other way. Thank you. Thank you. Leave. Oh, never mind. He's laying down here instead. What the fuck? He's laying down, like, on top of my bento box. What is it? Why are you weird? Kiryu really likes paper, guys. He lays on top of paper bags, my paper revision sheets. Anything paper, he's gonna lay on top of it. Oh, shit. ちょっと待って. Guys, just 1 second. I have this surprise mail coming in and I have to come down to sign it. Please keep each other entertained in the chat. I just have to yeet for just a little bit. Sorry. I also have to put my pants on. Jesus Christ. This is so uncomfortable when people just can't leave post in the post mail and they require signatures and shit. Alright, going down. Hello, thank you so much for waiting. Oh my god, there's still 11 people. 11 amazing people in the chat. Oh my god. Dude, we bought Kiryu and Ai-chan a stroller. Yes. Welcome to the 20-something spoiling our cats as if they were our children stage. We bought a stroller so we can take the cats around the neighborhood and to cafes and shit. I personally am super excited for that because I always want to go to parks, to go walk outside, and without a pet, it just feels strange to walk outside alone. So, you know, I just love to be able to bring them around. And they will also get their outside sort of experience. I read that cats can totally exist inside with no issue, but just want to broaden their life experiences so they can live to the fullest and not catch diseases, because if they touch the ground, you know, it's a bit dangerous for indoors cat. Sorry for that. So I hauled that big ass fucking stroller up the floors. Let's go. Where's his hair?
二人とも一応俺もいるってことを忘れちゃ困るんだけど。
I know. I haven't forgotten.
じゃあ行くぞ。
He looks like a pilot.
ようやく戦う機会が巡ってきたんだからな。
Bro's got a tie and everything. She.
わか
Where's his hair? Did he just like cut off his hair? Okay.
All of us held our breaths, nodding towards one another before sprinting out of Edo's castle town. We set off for Kazasano Kuni in the Josai domain, casting our fates into the wind with heads held high.
I think this is the end of this chapter. Done it. Hey! Oh shit! We're original legs. Hello mom, chachi, simulve. KROWKO, bạn rất là nhiều. Arigatou gozaimasu. Chapter 2, finally chapter 2. Jeez. Cảm ơn bạn nha. Bạn không nhìn thấy nhưng mà Crow đang làm tay hình trái tim ở ngoài đời. Arigatou. April. It's been 2 months. In the shrewd company of the Yugeki unit, Iba and I set off to head for Kazusano Kuni in the Josai domain. Yugeki unit leader was a youthful man who ascended its ranks by virtue of his strategic acumen and charisma. Though I later discovered that the unit's driving force was actually Iba himself, and its leader was a close friend of his who had gone by the name of Katsutaro Hitomi. Katsutaro, dude, doesn't even have a picture. He's not a character. In Edo, a small resistance faction, the Shogi Company, formed to help topple the Satsuma Choshu, and were currently gathered in the city district of Ueno. Yugeki unit had decided to station themselves at the Sekisho in Hakone? Where is this? Sekisho Hakone. A famous, well-fortified toll station. Station. Did I say station or tation? My brain is lagging. That oversaw all of the transit through Tokaido. Its close proximity to Edo made it a primary location for the strict monitoring of guests into the city. But those of you who know Japanese history, didn't it? So eventually the imperial court died, didn't it? Or it didn't die, but then, you know, that last king guy just decided to switch governments instead. Situated in the Odawara domain. I guess they don't let me see that. To wait orders as tension steadily rose.
すみません。あなたを新選組の皆さん方のところに送り届けるはずだったのに、全く逆の方向に向かうことになってしまいました。
Hello? Please, don't worry about that. Iba had fallen for my ruse, which made his expression of guilt somewhat endearing. But all I truly wanted for Iba was not to regret missing out on fighting alongside the Yugeki unit. Somewhere in the twinkle of his charming smile, I figured that he knew what I'd actually wanted.
あなたの立場は僕の故障ということになっていますから。
Page. Page, an assistant to a samurai or noble, traditionally a young man. Why am I his page? あれ?
本山以外の大使の前では話を合わせておいてください。
わかりました。
故障じゃなくて、正直に嫁さんだって言っておく。
だよね. Oh my god, only Motoyama understands. You're Yasuke from Assassin's Creed. I have no idea who that
何
is.
を言ってるんです。大使の前でそんな浮ついた真似ができるはずないでしょう。
But he's not denying it.
夫婦揃って決起なんてかっこいいじゃないか。
かっこいいよ.
Motoyama-sama. As I said before, Iba and I are just friends.
Ouch. Ouch, that hurt.
The two of us wouldn't work well together. I'm just a girl from a city.
そんなの近藤さんの養女にしてもらえば問題ないだろう。
そうだね。
あの人は今や大名だし、絶対に嫌とは言わないだろうしな。
Wait, Kondo is a daimyo? Bruh?
Well,
Because of our familiar relationship, perhaps Kondo could have went along with it, but it was like a stretch. Hi, nice kimono yukata. Thank you so much, Salad. Arigato. I'm so happy that everyone's here. It's a chill stream session.
Well, either way, this joke needn't go further. My role is irrelevant, since the battle is approaching soon.
冗談じゃないんだけどな。まあいいか。
It's always nice to have a wingman like that. As the frenzy of the war loomed, we still had— Fuck. Kiryu. Get out of my sight, boy. Oh my god. Oh, he's sliding. He's too fat. Get out. Get— Hey! Nani o shiteru? His entire fat ass is in front of the screen. I can't see shiz. Kiryu, it's time to go, my boy. Oh, you're long. Okay. Good boy. Who you calling fat? Kiryu. Oh, Kiryu. As the frenzy of war loomed, we still had no clue as to where Takeda, our father, was hiding. A thought in the back of my mind convinced me that they would rear their ugly heads in the middle of a large-scale battle, just to antagonize— Oh yeah, wait, was the dad the bad guy this entire time? Given that the stage was being set, and so too its cast of players, I had to remain vigilant. And so, Iba, Motoyama, and I boarded a steamboat. Dude, they got steamboats? Hoping to reach Hakone in the time to regroup. Sunset melted into the horizon above a sparkling sea.
ここにいたんですか。
Oh my god, this is giving fucking Titanic.
Ah, konbanwa, Iba. Are you feeling any motion sickness?
I am, because this cat just cannot stop being on my computer. Can you stop?
He's annoying.
I noticed some of the men are hunched over a pail. Oh, it's 3 p.m. That's why he's annoying. Sorry, guys. I have to feed them real quick. Sorry, 3 p.m. is when he gets his dry food because he's a hungry cunt. The 18s are probably a lot more advanced than you might think. Sodane. No, but I mean like in Japan. But I guess, you know, they already got like the French whatever instructors. Bye, Hattori. Thank you for coming. I had noticed some of the men are hunched over a pail, having a horrible time.
それについては大丈夫です。船には強いみたいですね。
I see. That's good. For a moment, Iba and I stood in silence, taking in the sounds of tall waves crashing against the side of our boat, inviting a salty scent to tickle our noses. That is
こうして
French.
来てしまいましたが、本当に良かったんでしょうか。
He's so fucking like, dude, he's just talking about himself. What about me? What if I'm seasick, eh?
I gasped. Iba bit his lips, thinning his eyes in the middle of a 1,000-yard stare. There was a conflict of interest between his natural sense of duty and the promise he had made to Zen, and perhaps he was worried she'd find
予
out.
選散歩はあの後
I lowered my head, shaking it silently. As I was leaving Edo, I wrote her a letter, but I have no idea if it will reach her or not. Moreover, even if she had taken the time to reply, I had left without noting my departure from Edo, so receiving a response was unlikely. As always, there was a possibility that Kimigiku— oh, this girl. Kimigiku, a demon who serves Princess Sen as her personal bodyguard and spy. She works as a geigi in Shimabara to ascertain information from her clients. Yase? What is this? An ancient demon clan based in Kyoto. They are one of the oldest clans in existence, once serving as the prevailing governors over other demon clans. It was going through a tumultuous period of its own, so perhaps they had no need to fuss themselves with our narrow-minded concerns. The chilly winds began to pick up, and I covered my arms with— Oh! I sense something coming up! He gonna do it?
船室にいた方がいいのでは。
Fuck you. Dude, offer your jacket or some shit. Oh! Save. I'm about to do something.
I had the initial impression that Iba wanted to contemplate his dilemma alone, but would it be alright for me to stay
も
outside?
ちろんいいですけど。どうして
Ah! We did it, boys.
って聞くのは野暮でしょうか。
Ah!
もう少し僕と話をしたいと思ってくれているんですよね。
Why are you so confident all of a sudden, Iba?
His frank observation forced me to blush, and I was thankful for the darkness to hide the fact. Hi. But seeing as he had known exactly what I was thinking, I nodded in total honesty.
こちらへどうぞ。寄り添っていた方が暖かいですよ。
Can I see? Can I see what they're doing? Eva smiled kindly, and I followed his suggestion and sat beside—
Oh, fuck. Just sitting?
In actuality, we shared no more words. Instead, we were entertained by the motions of the sea thrashing underneath us,
No, I was not. I was not entertained. I need something else.
and our vessel lulled us like a large cradle into a comforting stupor. Is she gonna sleep? Just then.
Ah, fuck's sake. It's him and his horniness bouts again. Hi. Amate. I need to do something really quickly. Alright, sorry guys.
Bro's plank is walking. Iba grunted in pain, jolting our bodies upward. His left arm shook violently, prompting him to hastily clutch it with his right arm. Iba, are you okay? Is your arm hurting again? I attempted to reach my hand forward as a gesture of concern, when all of a sudden, his left hand jerked forward and constricted my hand. His grip wasn't gentle in the slightest, and he began squeezing tighter in desperation. Ah! Ita! I yelped in pain, trying to bite my tongue. Oh! And then, he forcefully swatted my hand away.
こんなところを大使たちに見せるわけにはいきませんね。
Oh shit, it's the whiteness.
Iba stood up quickly and brusquely stormed off towards his cabin. Iba, mate! I watched my breath turn to vapor as I rushed after him.
Dude, why am I always
あなたは
taking care of
外
him?
に出ていてください。
What the
僕
fuck?
から離れていて。
What? I can't just leave you like that, little... Oh, little handsome little thing.
All the brunette color began to fade from Iba's hair.
Oh shit.
Was this bloodlust? I decided—
Ah, mo mata kore kai. Alright, let's save. Hush. I'm pretty sure this time it's the blood time. Oh, fuck. What do I do? What do I do? I want to try.
Drink my blood. Yet again, he seemed repulsed by the thought, slumping his shoulders as he waved me away. Iba continued to grunt and cough.
Oh, I did it!
I grabbed a hold of my kodachi's hilt and unsheathed it before slicing along the side of my corduroy artery. Ah! A dull pain preceded the warm, vicious trickle of blood. I gnashed my teeth, choosing not to
Get the fuck off, cat!
to show any signs of weakness as I glanced at Iba. If Takeda or my father come for me, and your mind is in no condition to fight, then we'd be in a hopeless position. I can't let that happen, so please.
分かっています。
Iba muttered without opening his gritty teeth, gradually slinking towards me in agony.
Wait! I thought it was your... Wait, corduroy art... Is that the neck? I thought she would cut her hand or something. What is this? Wow!
His staggered breaths tickled the skin on my neck as he braced himself to slurp my blood.
Yo!
I was on the cusp of yelping out of reflex, but doing so would only worsen Iba's remorse.
This scene is thirsty! Yes, Mr. Mystery.
Which wasn't what he needed in this fragile state.
Wait. So did I do the right thing? Why am I not getting any, like, butterflies?
So, I bit the inside of my lip, tensing from the sharp pinch of Iba's eager sucking.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I can feel like that's really gonna hurt.
あなたの血をすするために羅刹になったわけではないのに。
The fuck am I watching? I know, right? Eager sucking. Dude, he's so silent. He's so quiet.
All of the doubt and self-loathing came to light as Iba's trembling voice— this is like the post-nut clarity, the post-suck clarity— murmured into my ears. But
What did he become a furry for?
I took solace knowing that his breathing was starting to calm, which I interpreted as a form of vindication. After Iba had filled his will—
Has it fill? Fuck, I can't read. I was busy looking at the stream where it was showing that scene. Sorry.
he awkwardly stepped away from me in disgust.
What the fuck?
外に出ていてくれますか。
Oi. Mate. I want to try the other ones. Let's load. Actually, let's save. Actually, no. Let's load. This one. God, no! That's not it. Load. Not blood, not blood. Medicine. Medicine.
分かってま
Okay. I think it's not gonna work.
す。外に出ていてください。
でも、
お願いします。
はい。
あれ? Lol, so that was the shit choice. Thank God I went with the blood. What about this? Jesus.
僕が何のために落ち水を飲んだと思っているんですか。
Jesus Christ. Oh, it was this again. So whenever he endures, we just hug. Water. That's it? Ho. Wakata. So I like the blood shit. I would say give him blood. Nya. We get that scene. You know. Bro, you sucked her and has to leave the audacity. I know, right? Disgust. I mean, this is the best. This is the best choice, guys. Never tell bro when your period is. Why is his hand there? I mean, why is he hugging? What is this? You can just suck normally, bro. The fan service.
お願いします。
They should have translated as self-disgust. Instead of just disgust, it feels like he's disgusted at me. He plopped onto his futon and I saw myself out. Bro, so I actually fucking left. Force of habit. After shutting the door of Iba's cabin behind me,
I let out a heavy sigh, counting the stars shimmering in the reflection of the clear, dazzling sky above. I couldn't shake the image of Iba, bent over and struggling to draw breath.
Is she still bleeding from her neck? Just imagine like the boat people are like, what the fuck? Just seeing her bleeding everywhere.
It was becoming a fury worth it to him. If he could have taken it all back, especially for my sake, would he have chosen to do so? As far as his bannermen were concerned, he was merely marching with a Ugeki unit. But in a time that push came to shove, knowing that his demon powers were off limits, would he let the moment pass him, or break his vow to Sen? What could I do for him? What can a girl do when she watches someone she cares about tear themselves apart?
Shit. Okay. That's deep. June. So last time was April. Okay.
The Yugeki's unit steamboat traveled safely through the Edo Bay, sailing upon steady waters to reach the Odawara domain in good time. Odawara domain was ruled under the jurisdiction of the esteemed Okubo family, which came with a unique list of special protections. Okubo family is one of the shogunate's
Hereditary daimyo. Its head domain, Odawara domain, is led by Tsuyoshi Okubo, one of the Tokugawa's clan's 16 divine generals. Divine general. Ina to be called divine. He's Tomiwisa. Who is that?
And that were bestowed most prominently as a result of an allegiance to the imperial army. However, upon arrival, Iba and the Yugeki's unit engaged in persistent negotiations with the family to turn coat and ally with the shogunate forces. After days of deliberation,
みんな聞いてください。藩主の大久保公の協力を
いいじゃん。
得られました。
Wait, but I'm a bit confused. So in reality, the shogunate army lost, right? And then there was no more samurai, there was none of that shit. Right? Oh shit, it scared the fuck out of me.
the whole Yugeki's unit roared with delight, grinning ear to ear and hugging in
これ
celebration.
から箱根の関所で新政府軍を迎え撃つことになります。早速戦の支度をしてください。はい。
With a resounding affirmation, the Yugeki's unit cheered, and suddenly all of them scrambled to get their armaments and armor prepared.
ようやく俺たちの見せ場が来たな。今日この日を待ってたんだ。新選組や伝習隊に負けないよう力を尽くそう。
Oh wait, but he can't do shit, can he?
はい。そうだ。
A look of despair suddenly appeared on Iba's face. Once again, he felt trapped by his moral obligations, split between wanting to fight with his comrades and not wishing to violate the demon code of law. This must have eaten at Iba, especially because of his unrelenting dedication to keep his word. But, given how gracious and tough Iba's heart is, he will never say so himself.
Oh,
隊長、いらっしゃいますか。
what the fuck is this? He looked like a fucking high school student.
どうしました。物見から報告が入りました。それが。
Eh? The soldier shot a quick glance at us and moved in closer to whisper in Iba's ears discreetly. Iba stroked his chin as he listened.
Who strokes their chin if they don't have a beard?
Nodding his head as the soldier gave details of the scout's report. Then,
本当なんですか。
Did somebody die? Ricefield Greeter Dabamova.
はい
Yeah.
自分も信じられませんが。
after the soldier lowered his head, Iba formed a grim frown, with his lips began
Barking angrily.
急いで出立の支度をしてください。箱根の関所へ戻ります。
Eh? Nande?
Hakone Mountain's path was pebbly and narrow, and I was trying not to slip off the edge of the ridge while walking alongside Yugeki's unit vanguard. I tapped Iba's shoulder to speak into his ear. Iba, did something happen?
新政府軍の部隊が江戸に向かって進軍してくるという知らせが入ったんです。
To get the castle?
しかもそれを先導しているのは小田原藩士だと。
Wait, but isn't... Wait, why are they going at Edo again? Hell with the march with warriors and betterment Odawara domain.
Don't tell me. Only hours ago, it felt as though the Odawara domain was joining our fight against the Imperial Army. Was all of it a ploy to ensnare the Yugeki's unit? I feared the worst, but I clung timidly into the hope that this was some sort of huge misunderstanding.
Are? What the fuck are these, like, twists and turns?
It was a sweltering afternoon, made harsher by the winding, mountainous paths. We finally arrived at the seclusion, exhausted and sore. However,
人の姿が見当たらないぞ。
huh?
やっぱりこれは。
We rushed into the kiosk, refraining from panicking, as we hoped to find someone who could welcome us. But no Odawara soldier was in sight, which was conspicuous considering how fortified the station was known for being.
武器や弾薬も持ち去られていますね。
I...
ということはやはり
They're going to Akiba to buy KROWKO merch.
そうだね。やっぱりそうだね。
どうするんだ。小田原藩が裏切ったってことは。俺たちはこのまま小田原藩と新政府軍に挟み撃ちにされるってことか。
True.
本山、遊撃隊の大使たちは今どこまで戻ってきているんですか。
そろそろ追いついてくるはずだけど。そういえば。
Uh-oh.
迎えに行ってきます。僕から離れないで。
Hi.
Eh? So they got fucked from behind?
Iba and I bowed towards Motoyama and re-entered the forest through the mountain trail.
Dude, why do I gotta suffer all this shit?
While on the way there, I heard a commotion. Iba, look!
Oh, they're already fighting.
A large skirmish has broken out beside the path of the river, where soldiers of the Yugeki unit were scrapping together a defense against a well-armed foes. Upon closer inspection, Iba and I saw flags belonging to the Odawara domain, and soldiers clad in both Odawara and Imperial attire were pushing through.
Oh shit, it's the same guy!
I cupped my hands over my mouth in shock. While the Yugeki unit was doing its best to fend off the wave of advancing foes.
Oh! Ah!
Yabai ne. They were far outnumbered, and in a moment, the enemy's troops slaughtered them, turning the river red with dismembered
Lived, floating down the current.
No.
Rumors of betrayal floated everywhere during the Battle of Toba Fushimi, considering many domains had defected upon witnessing the sheer scale of the Imperial army.
Now, here we were at Hakone, feeling the same sting.
おせんさんと交わした約束を一度だけ破らせてください。
Bro, if he breaks one promise, he's gonna break another. What do you mean, let me break it once? Once you've broken it, there's nothing left.
体が全滅するところをただ傍観するなんて。
I nodded.
Well, I don't have a choice.
The moment had finally come, and Iba was deciding whether or not fighting would in fact alter his...
I think so.
It was unclear to the both of us what kind of consequences he would incur for breaking the vow. But I couldn't bear to make Iba witness this gruesome affair, and abandoned all of his...
I mean, he could die though, if you think about it.
His blade hissed as it came out of its sheath.
隊長、来てくださったんですね。
Wait, it's not even his... It's not even his dominant hand? I thought it would be his dominant hand so he'll get, like, have some boost.
わざわざ我々に首を献上しに来たか。
The Imperial soldier aimed his rifle with one eye. Oh, so they had different, like, hats. Shut under his straw hat, pointed it towards Iba.
However,
The swift movement of Iba's sword produced a lucid flash as he kicked the ground and disappeared. I wasn't the only one who couldn't catch him. Oh, so even if it's just one hand demon, he had the whole demon stats, I guess. Hi Lisa, domo. Đang lúc gây cấn. Ah, flash. All of the Imperial soldiers trampled the weeds beside the riverbed as they frantically spun around looking for an open shot on Iba. Oh! When Iba finally appeared, the Imperial soldiers fired their rifles blindly at him before he had a chance to escape, and Iba flickered his sword 3 times. No way! No way! I covered my ears to the startling gunfire, but heard mental clinking as I took my hands off them. I stared in awe. Iba deflected. Of course. Nobody does that in real life, right? That's just physically impossible. Deflected all of the bullets, splitting them in half before they dropped to the ground. Iba. Imano. I was keenly aware of Iba's legendary sword techniques. What? How the fuck? Possessing the confidence, let alone the vision, to anticipate the path of a bullet and split it in half was purely fictional. You saw what? Bro likes it. What? No amount of mastery could grant that sort of supernatural intuition. It was an impossible feat, yet Iba spoke about it as coolly as anyone would describe a stroke of luck. I was baffled, but Iba seemed more or less indifferent. He's him. It's the horny power. Soda. Oh shit. Just like that, Iba's left hand began to emit a bright purple glow, causing the markings upon it to shine. The light pulsated as if to answer Iba's quandaries. So long as he could harness its awe-inspiring power, there was no way he could lose in battle. Shit. Oh, eating, what the fuck?
なんだこいつらは鉄砲で撃たれても倒れないだと
え
まさか人間
え Oh shit! Wait, that's right. Because they had a fury core. They moved like specters, dragging their feet over the dead without hesitation, and their uniforms were the same as the Imperial forces. Dude, they're fucking friendly firing. He hacks. Then an ominous glimmer appeared in their eyes before they mutilated the corpses, digging their maws. The fuck is maws? In terrifying glee to feast upon blood and organs. As Eva spoke in a stern tone of voice, a tall, long-haired officer. Takeda! The fucking Dio guy! Yeah, he's the same guy that voiced Dio, by the way. That voice! Takeda! Yaba! Shit, sworn enemy. Takeda licked his Jesus Christ, his lips as he spoke, turning his fearsome gaze over towards me. He eyed me like a prey, filling me with dread as he scanned me from head to toe. Had Takeda always looked at me that way? He a pervert! Everybody know purple is pervert. Iba stepped in front of me protectively, forcing Takeda to meet his line of sight. Oh. I found myself perplexed by Takeda's mockery. When last we met him in Yase village,
Takeda was handily beaten by Iba on a one-on-one duel. Yeah, why is he alive again? I forgot. But there was a disturbing cockiness about Takeda that was causing my stomach to sink. Iba. I turned to Iba to voice my concerns, but as his name left my mouth.
危ないですから下がっていてください
Oh no, oh no. For a moment, I hesitated whether or not to listen. But out of respect, I backed away from Iba. Moments earlier, Iba mentioned that a mysterious power was beginning to flow through his arms. Whole. If that were true, then I had faith that he would have no trouble subduing Takeda once again. However, I couldn't shake the inexplicable dread. Is he fully demon now? Like, can he fully control his demonness?
一瞬で決めさせてもらいますよ長々と相手をする暇はありませんから
The power of semen retention.
よかろう一瞬で
Takeda offered a smug grin, and in the next moment... Oh, sugoi! They had animation! White sparks flashed as their blades clanged into one another with overwhelming fervor. They traded and parried strikes with... The fuck is that word? But Takeda was gaining the upper hand, pushing Iba back with a flurry of offensive slashes.
なんだと
I mean, he's holding it with the demon hand, whereas this guy's not.
鬼の腕の力さえあれば私の剣筋を見切ることなどたやすいと思っていたのだろうがどうやら当てが外れたようだな、お前の鬼の腕の力が目覚め始めているのならば
Oh! Out of frustration, Iba began swinging wildly at Takeda, swiping him from all directions. But... Oh! Each of his swings was nimbly dodged.
見える見えるぞお前の剣筋が
Shit! This is some Kakashi shit!
急所は避けたかまあその程度の芸は見せてもらわねば戦いがいがないか腐っても名門道場の跡取りだすでに私との力の差を悟っている
Bro diced up swords but can't predict the sword. Yeah, diced up bullets. Can't predict this. I don't know. That doesn't really...
一体どういうことだ
Yeah, it doesn't really explain.
戦った時はこれほどの力の差はなかったはず
Maybe because since then he hasn't fought, and so this guy has fought way longer with the demon hand and he's used to it.
鬼の腕を得たことで慢心したな伊庭八郎全身だろうが悪心だろうが空気すらよこさぬ者に
Oh
恩恵を
no!
与えるものなどないぞ
So he's been killing people to be stronger.
粉物だとお前まさか人の血を
I mean, didn't you just do that to me? The fuck?
その通り数十人では効かぬほどの人間の血を飲んだ
Yikes.
その息に応えてくれたのか鬼の腕はお前をしのぐ力を与えてくれたぞ
Hmm.
なんということを
He's pay to win, guys.
思えばお前のことは一目見た時から気に入らなかったたまたま名門道場の
You
跡取
think
り
you're
に生ま
hot
れただけ
shit.
輝かしい将来を約束されしかもその若さで将軍の奥詰めを務めていただと
Oh.
名もなき家の出のせいでこの地望を生かす機会さえ与えられずどこに行っても軽んじられ武田の生を語ってすら這い上がれなかったこの私の胸の内が貴様にわかるか
His villain arc. I love that voice acting. Ah! Yo! A laceration suddenly appeared on Iba, from which a thick geyser of blood splashed into the air. Iba collapsed into the floor, reaching his hand tenderly to his wound, writhing in a widening pool of blood. Jesus!
だがたった今わかったぞお前は今この瞬間私に倒されるためだけに存在していたのだ
Jeez.
お前には這い上がるためだけにおびただしい量の血をすすり、悪鬼となり果てることなどできまい。
No, I have to jump in. Let him drink me. Iba! Oh shit, save, save, save. Alright. The bellow of Takeda's maniacal. What? Maniacal. Fuck. Threats echoed in my ears, and as I attempted to sprint towards Iba, one of the furries snatched me from behind. I tried wiggling from out of their vice grip, but the furry merely tightened his squeeze. I could not break free. Shinsengumi is gonna come. Come on. Come on. Come on.
なせつども、その女は丁重に扱え。この私の子を産む女だからな。
Oh shit, that's true. Because if a demon fucks me apparently from the last game, then they'll give birth to like the highest, the strongest demon or some shit. What the fuck? I felt speechless out of sheer bewilderment. It was a vile and sickening admission, one that I had presumed to have no basis in reality, but haunted me all the same. Takeda progressing. No! Takeda reached his slender fingers underneath my chin, despite my intense resistance to his touch. Then he clutched it aggressively, forcing my head to tilt upwards and face him directly.
鬼の腕が私の体に馴染むにつれ、
Ugh!
お前が毎晩のように夢に出てくるようにな
Ugh! What the fuck he do to me in my dreams? I mean his
し
dreams.
かも相当に艶気がある夢ばかりだったぞ。
やめてよ。
ただの小娘だと思っていたのだがな。
気持ち悪い。
夢の意味を行動に尋ねたところ、こ
Ugh.
の鬼の腕はどうやら
Ugh.
純潔の女鬼と
Bro's got AI models of you.
こうなすことを
やばい
ご所望らしい。
Yabai, he has my body pillow. I felt sick to my stomach, barely able to look at Takeda in the eyes as he indulged in this disgusting fantasy.
彼女に
触るな。
触るな。
Iba, drenched in his own blood, shot a spiteful glare over at Takeda. But... well, that's it. Iba route closed. All of the furry riflemen fired their guns at once. Bro, just turn white. Now's the time to turn white. Iba! Because of Iba's fury power, his wounds would be healing momentarily. But... oh, fuck. Blood oozed from his flesh, ripped asunder, but showed no signs of regeneration. What the fuck is happening? Did Takeda somehow do this?
同じ鬼の腕を持つお前も私と似たような夢を毎晩のように見ているはずだが。
Oh. Wait, so he dreams of fucking me every night as well! Iba!
その上品そうな顔の裏でどんな浅ましい欲望を抱いている
Adara! Dude!
この娘に聞かせてやれば100年の恋も一瞬で冷めるだろうな。
Oh shit!
黙れ！
Iba summoned whatever energy he could to heave a half-hearted swing at Takeda, but it was futile.
バカめ！まだわからんか！
After Takeda deflected Iba's sword with ease, he stared into Iba's eyes before slashing his exposed chest. Oh fuck, yo! I heard the chilling sound of Iba's flesh splitting like a butcher's knife through swine, followed by a blood-curdling scream. Iba's legs gave out, and he once more fell into a pool of his own blood, which gushed from his wide gash. I watched in horror as his body twitched from the trauma of Takeda's blade, as he cackled to himself. As moments went by, I waited for his flesh to heal, but nothing came forth, save for my tears. He got 4 nipples. What the fuck? No! I stomped on the foot of a furry restraining me, flailing out of their arms to sprint towards Iba's body. Iba! Before I could reach, Takeda slapped me. Oh, hell nah! Bro, violating!
このまま型をつけてもいいが、せっかくの機会だ。 一つ取引してやろ
What?
う。もしお前が私のものになるというなら、この男を見逃してやらんでもな。
Oh, hell. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
多少の憂さ晴らしはできた。こんな雑魚をこれ以上いたぶっても仕方がないからな。
Dude, these words?
Takeda was manipulative, but there was no way of knowing if he was bluffing or toying with me. To save Iba's life,
Ay, dame, kore dame. Fuck, that's bad. Ay. Alright, let's try distrust first.
I don't trust you.
ほう。ではそこにいる死にかけのボロ雑巾の言葉なら信じられるとでも言うのか。
Piece of shit.
男など一皮むけば皆同じだ。この男が今日までお前を守ってきたのはその身を己のものとするためだぞ。
Okay, but I want that. That's the difference.
He's nothing like you. Took sick pleasure in taunting me, but I couldn't betray Iba that way, especially after all the generosity he had shown me in his care. I owed him that, and more.
Oh, yatta! Alright, I don't need the other one. I don't need the other way.
聞き分けのない女だ。
Fuck, he's turned on by that. This little bitch. This little bitch boy. Bro's into that shit.
二度と生意気な口を聞けぬよ
Oh, fuck.
う連れ帰って厳しくしつけてやるか。
Wait, what if I'm really good at fighting? Because I'm a demon, right? Like, fully demon. Ew, what is that sound?
Takeda lunged for my arm, twisting it roughly as he pulled me in closer to him.
待て、彼女、離せ。
Iba drove his sword into the ground, using it to pull himself up from the floor.
羅刹ども、
But
その男を始末しろ。
Oh,
血
shit!
を存分にすすって構わんぞ。
all of the furries pointed their eyes greedily at Iba.
Wait, you can drink a demon's blood? Oh, I mean, technically he did drink my blood.
Their eyes greedily at Iba, encircling him to pounce upon his body.
Maybe because he broke his vow, he cannot regenerate. Right? The demon vow? Iba about to get pegged by furries. Oh no!
They're going to... Just as I let fear take hold of me.
Dekita, shinsengumi kita ne. Or Motoyama.
A blast of gunfire resounded in the distance. A bullet ripping through flesh, and then a pained grunt.
Get fucked, Takeda.
Another round of gunfire went off, and I heard the hailfall of bullets hit Takeda and other furries.
今のうちに逃げろ。
That's Motoyama.
That voice! Iba! Ikuzo! Ima!
Went limp, and he flinched from the bullet wounds, and I tore from him and kneeled to Iba before lifting him up with Yo, she's strong.
バカめ、逃がすと思っているのか。
Despite oozing blood from their bullet wounds, Takeda and other furries blocked our path. That left us with only one viable alternative.
Fuck, I can't read anymore.
The cliff to our backside, which was a long way down. There was no guarantee of survival down the side of the mountain,
But we couldn't take the furries head on.
Are you okay with this, Iba?
Neither Iba or I could endure Takeda's sadistic torture.
A layer of gloss covered Iba's droopy eyes as he spoke. His cumulative loss of blood was entering him into a daze, and I clasped his hand tightly. I turned to look over my shoulder, and...
If you guys got that joke, Lamau. Ah, it's fun. There you go. Plot armor in 2 dialogue boxes.
The wind was our guide as we glided down the side of the mountain, and I braced myself for impact. Butterflies flew in my stomach as we dropped. Then, As our bodies made contact with the rugged, callous earth, I thought every bone in my body would shatter. Ita. But, by some miracle, I only felt a little soreness. Did I crush him? You alright, Iba? Iba scrunched his nose in pain, using his right arm to prop himself upright before standing all together. I'm just dandy. What is that? Stubborn as ever. Isn't he like dead? You know? All this pain and blood loss. There appeared to be no end in sight to the bleeding. Here, lean on my shoulder. Don't let go. We've got a lot of walking to do. At least let him like drink your blood, some shit like that. I couldn't let Iba stay within range of those bloodthirsty furries, nor could I leave him for the Imperial soldiers to capture. What, so we just walked? Nani? Is it coming now? Oh, no. I'm sorry. This hurt, doesn't it? Fuck. Even as the light was fading from his eyes, he rested his weight upon me, dripping in his own blood. He put on a tough facade, although anyone else could tell he didn't have much time left. This better not be the end of the route. I'm gonna fucking sue this company. What are you talking about? There's absolutely no way I'm abandoning you. Well, that's true. The fear burning in Iba's eyes was the same pulsing through me. But you've been the one protecting me our entire lives. This time, Iba, it's my turn to save you. I had never spoken so candidly with someone in a moment that truly mattered before. But my words had a visible impact on Iba, who bit his lip in a fit of confusion. Pride governed Iba's entire way of life. Allowing me to rescue him may have seemed like a submission of his power, but he was in no position to argue. And with the enemy hot on our trail, this wasn't up for debate. Bro was like leaving a trail of blood, by the way. I must save Iba. Okay. Let's see how. We ran frantically. Jesus, how is he alive right now? We held our breaths as we waited for Takeda or his furries to show himself, but they never came. Where do we go from here? Kyoko's too fast. Going back to Edo isn't an option, and the Yugeki unit is... Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up, especially at a time like this. Where's the Shinsengumi? I'll go fetch some water from the river. We need to clean up those wounds immediately. I stood up and grabbed a handkerchief. Yo, you're gonna go alone, girl? From a nearby distance, the pines whispered in a faint rustle, and I jumped out of fright. Who is it? Is it Takeda? The furries? Or the Imperial Army? Iba, get down! I wrapped my hand around the hilt of my kodachi, pulling Iba closer to the floor before I saw... Shinsengumi? Or was that Motoyama? Oh, Motoyama. Oh. Wait, why is he alive?
さっき新政府軍と戦ってるのを見たから銃で援護したんだけど、まさかあの後崖から飛び降りるなんて思わなくてさ。ああ、そうさ。残っていた大使たちととっさに撃ったんだ。
Jeez.
まさか本当に当たるとは思わなかったけど。
It's his first time using a gun, I guess.
これ以上ここに留まるのは危険だ。もう少し歩けば海岸に出るから。
They have a ship. Time to get going. As I turned to look over my shoulder to glance at Iba, he fell into a forlorn trance, staring at nothing with the weight of the world on his shoulders. Iba, do your wounds hurt? I called out his name, but he offered no response, keeping his eyes fixed to the ground.
Bruh, what is this? I think he just doesn't want to be helped then.
He hoisted himself back up, and all of us ambled through the passageway to the bay where our boat awaited us. Whether it was the loss of blood, or perhaps from the loss of morale, Iba was utterly broken, realizing that everything he could stand to lose, Takeda was willing to take.
He was like, oh no, he was having wet dream about my girl. Oh no, oh whoa. Dude, if you're so insistent upon saving me, upon having me as your own, maybe confess. Right? This dude is too like... I don't know, man. Let me save real quick.
A little over a month has passed.
待って。セーブしよう。
Alright. Since we made our narrow escape from Odawara, morale was suffering, as we were haunted by the memory of Takeda's wrath. Thankfully, Motoyama has located a reclusive space where we could regroup, and he contacted a friend of his who had worked for the interpreter in Yokohama.
Sorry, I'm burping.
For whatever reason, Iba's injuries hasn't shown any signs of regeneration, which was heavily disconcerting. Until now, Iba was bedridden, and we were forced to monitor his recovery diligently.
Dude, if he doesn't regenerate, doesn't that mean he just keeps bleeding all the time?
I begged Dr. Matsumoto to pay us an in-house visit, but even he was at his wit's end upon inspection. Doctor, how is he doing?
こりゃいかんな。傷口が塞がる気配がない。銃弾がうまく貫通してくれて体の中に残ってないのは不幸中の幸いだが。
Went clean through him? Bro, that shit is like spilling blood.
Do you have any idea why he isn't healing? It's odd, don't you think? His furry flowers should have mitigated the blood loss. But it's been a month.
Of course, if the bullets had torn through any of Iba's vital organs, then he would have been a goner.
But this was a troubling sign, and I began to question if something had happened to affect his regeneration, or if Takeda had stripped him of his powers altogether.
この間、土方君や三男君と話す機会があったんだが。
I mean, if that's the case, then now he can join the fight, right? Human history?
新政府軍の中に妙な武器を使う連中がいるらしい。
Oh, maybe the bullets themselves, like they're made of silver or some shit, you know, like against vampires.
妙な。
そいつらは銀でできた銃弾を撃つらしい。
Ah, that's what I said.
その銃弾で撃たれた羅刹の傷は容易に癒すことができんらしい。
なるほど。
羅刹の弱点というわけだ。
So Takeda and his men were using...
おそらく銀の銃弾を使ってたんだろう。行動さんなら羅刹の弱点を知っているはずだからな。
Dude, that's such a shit like fucking weakness. So every demon, no matter how strong, they can just be killed with silver bullets then.
I balled my eyes into a tight fist, seething at the thought of the father being responsible for Iba's pain. Doctor, is there anything we can do for Iba at this time?
ひとまず急所は外れてるから死んじまうってことはないだろうが、体力が戻るまでにはもうしばらく時間がかかるだろうな。
なるほど。This was a precarious moment for us, as the Yugeki unit has been slaughtered at the hands of traitorous Odawara domains. We were directionless, but at least Iba's life was no longer at risk.
それじゃ、私は他に用事があるからこれで失礼するよ。
Right. Let me walk you out. Thank you again, Doctor, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to check up on Iba.
なに、礼には及ばんさ。それより気をつけるようにな。今の江戸はお前さんたちが知ってる頃の江戸じゃない。
What do you mean by that?
江戸城が無血開城されてからというもの。市中には新政府軍の奴らが溢れてる。幕府軍の残党とおぼしき奴らを片っ端から捕まえて取り調べてるって話だ。
Shit. If only like planes were a thing back then.
Spindled in a spider's web, and her escape routes was slowly dwindling.
雪村君、君はこれからも伊庭君のそばにいるつもりなのかね。
Hi. I must bear the responsibility for his condition. It's my fault that he's like this.
責任を感じてるからか。その言葉を伊庭君が聞いたら複雑な気分になるだろうな。
True.
どういうことですか？
なんでもない。独り言だ。それじゃ私はもう行くよ。
Dude, every character is wanting them to be together.
そうだ。
Only the two in
伊
the
庭君
thing.
の怪我の具合を見に来ることはもうできんだろう。
え？なんで？
会津に行くことにしたんだ。
Oh shit.
医術を必要としているところに行くのが医者の務めだからな。
Aizu. I could imagine what disasters in Aizu had befallen the shogunate forces, enough to compel Dr. Matsumoto to stay there indefinitely. Please, be careful out there. I will pray for your safe return, and shall hope that our reunion is sooner rather than later, Doctor.
わかってるよ。私の手を必要としている人間がいる限り、まだ死ぬわけにはいかんからな。
Damn, that's a cool outlook, eh?
Grinned warmly, and he stepped briskly towards the front door to make his exit. I watched the doctor's back shrink in the distance. As I re-entered... Ah!
今
What the fuck? Yo, hey, chill.
どなたか客人でも
Hi. I had Dr. Matsumoto pay us a visit. But don't worry yourself. You seem to be doing a lot better.
ご覧の通りひとまず
Dude, bro, he seems like the same. The fuck? His uniform's okay as well. The hell?
Oh, that makes me so happy. I was growing quite concerned. His complexion was still somewhat homely. But seeing him regain his consciousness, and even stand on his own, was something to celebrate. Say, why don't I whip myself something delicious, eh? Is there anything you're craving?
Me. That put. Dude.
あの
Yes. What is it? Ewa's eyes dropped timidly to the floor.
I can't fucking read anymore.
いえ何でもありません
Fuck's sake.
食べたいものは特にありませんからあなたが好きなものを作ってください
Ryokai. In that case, I'll make some fresh fish and steamed vegetables. All things good for your health. If you don't mind, I'll run to the market and purchase some ingredients. So please excuse me.
Oh, she's gonna get caught. Watch this. Nah. Oh, never mind. I thought something spicy was gonna happen.
His scar tissues were forming around his tender wounds after weeks of waiting.
いやーよかった。一時は本当にどうなることかと思ったよ。これはやっぱり雪村さんの献身的な看病のおかげかな。
Hi. No, it's not like that.
My cheeks felt hot at Motoyama poke fun of me. Was in no mood to joke.
本山
He doesn't give a shit about romance.
生き残った皆はあの後旧幕府海軍の榎本さんたちと合流して北へ向かったらしい。
Oh shit! President of the Republic of Ezo.
北へ
当然だけど東北の藩のほとんどは新政府のやり方は横暴だって思ってるみたいでさ。
Meiji government. There it is. Empire of Japan is the Meiji government prior to the end of Boshin War that focuses on reinstating the emperor as the supreme force. Oh. Okay.
This
is so difficult. Military. Jeez. There's so many factions. This entire route has been Iba being emo. Not Iba, emo. He can't join, basically. By vow or by strength.
ひどいものだよ。標準派が江戸城を明け渡したから、新政府軍の奴らが。
Where the fuck is Shinsengumi? Are they dead?
ああ。取り締まる者と取り締まられる者。俺が遊撃隊に参加したことは、ごく一部の人間しか知らないからな。
しかし、
ならばよかった。
その状況では
無茶なことは考えるなよ。なんでも近頃、江戸の市中では
Murders.
辻切り事件が。
辻切り
Probably the furries.
ああ。しかも下手なんでも死体が肉片になっちまう。
Ugh. Gruesome murders, bodies reduced to bloody viscera. Yep. That's the furries.
Sleepy time. Good night, Mr. Mystery. Thank you so much for coming and staying for so long. Yes, good night to everybody in North America.
Although I think people from different sides of America has different time zones. That's crazy, right? Like how big that is.
そんな事件が起きているというのに。
これは憶測なんだが、例えばそいつらはサッチ。
True. We're closely with members of the Imperial Nationalist Party, in particular by experimenting on some of its ruling. Yes. I fear that if the offenders weren't the Shinsengumi's own Fury Corps, it was perhaps Takeda or father's doing.
くれぐれも無茶なことは考えるなよ。今はとにかくその怪我を一日でも早く治してもらわないと。雪村さんも今のことをちゃんと見張っておいてくれよ。こいつ目を離すとすぐに無茶をするから。
I'm quite familiar. He's safe with me.
その返事を聞くとホッとするよ。あ、そうだ。俺の家と今の家から金子を持ってきたんだ。これから何かと入りようになるだろうし。
Aww.
それじゃ、
Bro just became a bank. That's true. If you're not at your house and it's not guarded, what's stopping people from coming in and just taking all the money? Oh, he's emo again. He was about to speak. Oh, fuck. Blood time.
Iba?
Ah, there you go. North, South, and Central America. Color began slowly fading. He became a bleached boy. There was no mistaking it. This was bloodlust. I decided. Nande da yo! There's so many of these. Like every single time I have to pick. Alright, let's try. Let's try the blood first. Again. Oh. Oh. Again? So this does not give any butterflies. Alright, let's see. I feel like there's no way though. You know, like nothing's gonna change. Oh, he seems fine. Oh, I don't think anything happened in that thing. It's like whatever you choose. Oh, and then this hugs. Yeah. Oh. So it's not really any difference. Done. If that's the case, I'd rather do the blood thing. Because at least that way, you know, it sort of does something to relation. Get out, Ai-chan! Get out! Alright, come on, come on. No. Yosh. Why is it the neck though? See that I went in at the right time. Hello, Agni, domo. Oh.
Hello, Kaitsu. Domo.
Alright, bro's fine. Our life, lived in seclusion, was composed of dull, lengthy days that were... Nothing much happened. Fortunately for ourselves, no imperial soldiers patrolled near our estate in Yokohama. But such is the nature of reclusivity, that we knew we were at the mercy of our circumstances, and we had no choice but to cope with it. They were in quarantine. Nice, arigatou gozaimasu. Sorry for taking so long, Iba. The market was a little busier today than usual. Before I start dinner, why don't we wrap you in some fresh bandages, I called out to him. Dude, he must be fucking depressed right now. When I glanced over, he was preoccupied, lost in the swirls of his thought. It took him another minute to acknowledge. So sad. Hi. 何ですか? Oh my god. What the fuck? Fuck you too. His question was unexpected, and its curtness sank like a cold dagger pierced into my chest. What do you mean, how much longer? Oi. Take care of your interior children.
以前武田さんが言っていたことを覚えていますよね。鬼の手が体に馴染むにつれ
Oh, he was scared he was gonna roll me. Well, I didn't want to insult him by stopping and me.
正直に言いましょう。彼の身に起きたのと同じことが。
Uh-ohs.
己の意志に関わらず、ふとした瞬間。
You know what? To be fair, this is kind of biologically true, because when girls sort of enter their period, apparently their smell become more attractive. The way they walk, the way they talk, everything, they just become more attractive to men. So
あなたの夢を見て目を覚ました朝、何度自分を殺そうと思ったか。
Jesus. My stomach fluttered as Iba confessed his strange, lewd thoughts. Wow! I kept my eyes fixed to the ground. Bro's just freaky like that. I was frozen to the spot, hoping to soothe my nerves in full acknowledgement that I was blushing, although everything was starting to make sense. Oh, true. So that's what it was. Oi. You can't even smell me. That is lies. Looking back at it, it explained Eva's aggressive la la la. That's why he keeps being like dumbfounded every time. Oh shit. How about you just make the dreams come true? What? You expect me to abandon you after all that's happened? There's no way I could do that. Eva's eyes was wistful, furrowing above pinched lips. I couldn't imagine how tough it must have been to admit this, but I had to dissuade him either way. Hadn't you heard what Motoyama said? Okay, some history shit. Shit.
あなたを傷つけてしまうのは僕にとって何より辛いことだというのがわからないんですか。
Oh fuck. That self-hatred going hard. Wait, I'm just saying, none
あ
of
な
this.
たを守るため人でないものになったのに
Dude, that's so sad. Oh my god. That's so fucking sad. Between the traumatic encounter with Takeda and these changes occurring within him, Iba was at a state of mental duress. Duress? And any lesser man would have likely buckled from the pressure. But my role wasn't to judge. It was to support him. どうでもいいです. Oh shit! I don't care whatever you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is. Dude, just say it. Just say you want it instead of I don't care. Oh, I was surprised. Even if it wasn't what he wanted to hear. I thought it was more important to express my feelings on the matter. For him to know what I was... Shit! If you care to know, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I had left you behind. My well-being is the last thing on my mind, to be honest. So if you could please, let me stay with you for a little while longer. Oh. Will you allow me to change your bandages? Oh, what is this hotness? Uh-oh. I grazed my fingertips along his skin, tracing a line with my hand as Iba looked at me inquisitively. Scene? Fuck, there's no scene.
はいできました
You're free to put your clothes back on. Damn.
何をされても構わないとさっき言いましたよね
Huh?
His sharp tone led me to believe that something was off, and I turned around instinctively. Wow, wow. Groin? Groin? Iba! His suddenness has caught me off guard, and my voice quivered as he squeaked his name. Are? そんなに早いの? Looked at me straight in the eye with a piercing gaze. I could have sworn that they weren't his. Fear sank into the pit of my stomach.
さっき言ったでしょ
Oh my god.
僕が今まであなたに触れずに来たのは必死で正気を保っていただけだとそれとも嘘を言ってるとでも思ってたんですか
Excuse me?
I couldn't budge, and the more I wiggled, the more tightly he would pin my wrist. Out of reflex, I yelped in pain, even as I struggled between his legs. Iba showed no signs of hesitation of keeping me restrained. Something eerie lurked behind those cold, glassy eyes. Something akin to madness. Lord help me. But the muscles in his face didn't bulge. Bulge? Sorry, I was thinking of something else, I swear. Didn't budge. Ochitsukeru. Ochitsuke. I just looked into his eyes, watching the war waged between his sense of propriety and his animalistic desires. If he were to submit to those impulses, and if he were to take me here and now, I would. Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Wait, no. Wait, it's getting closer. Iba's face gradually started moving in closer to mine, the suspense from which made me shiver. He began nibble... Huh? What the fuck? That was strange. That was really strange. Like, he's becoming Kiryu when he's hungry. He just nibbles on people. Which tickled as he softly dragged his lips in a curve from my cheek to behind my earlobe. Huh? With my arms pinned. Why is it black? Why is the screen black? Why can't I see shit? There was nothing I could do to stop him, and he began taking whiffs. He went... I wondered if it would be better to let it happen, and I refrained from struggling just to get it over with. Iba was at the mercy of his demon hand, and so as I had promised, it was imperative for me to separate his actions from these demonic impulses accordingly.
なぜ突き飛ばさ 僕のためにその身を投げ出すつもりですか。武田さんに手も足も出なかった。
ほう。
負けたらどうですか。私はあなたのことが大好きだからね。
If only she would say that. Even so, I could sense the potent rage that gave him grief, that screamed from the depths of his soul. Even if these were his honest feelings, and I had put myself at risk by willfully remaining by his side, nothing was worth leaving him, and I couldn't be convinced otherwise. It was why I gave up, and I let him do it! Oh shit! Eh? We shared a tense minute of silence. Oh, for fuck's sake!
すみません。
Oh.
しばらく部屋の外に出ていてください。
Dude, this is like the 10th time he told me to leave.
あなたと冷静に話をできそうにありません。
Oh my god.
Iba, does it really help being alone?
As expected, my question fell on deaf ears, and I left his room without hearing another peep from him. Bro, this is why dudes gotta talk more. Alright? Y'all talk too little. Hey, yay. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna end this stream here. How long has it been? Let me see. It's been 3 hours. I feel like I should stop it here and then, you know, do something else. Shai is coming home, so we're gonna assemble the... What's the word? The cat thingy? What's it called? Stroller together. So... Why this thirsty sea? What else do you want from me? As a representative of men, we do not accept Eva's habit of kicking women out of sexual action. True. Pretty sure you guys... Us guys literally don't know how. Well, it starts by not kicking your girlfriend out the room. That's for sure. We don't have the vocab. You can continue this. I miss this gameplay. Yeah, I really want to... Because last time, each of our gameplay was about 5 hours long. And then I took about 4 parts to finish the game. It's about 20 hours long, the entire game. This one will probably be the same. Let me just look it up really quickly. Edo Blossoms Hakuoki Playtime. Never mind. It's only 9 hours. Okay, cool. So we'll probably take about 3 playthroughs for this one. I know it's very, very cool and we would like to do it. We would like to finish it. However, you know, good things take time. And also my iPad's running out of power. It's like 4%. Are you gonna do a 5 or 3? No, I'm gonna end the stream here today. But I'm going to continue it another day and another day. And then we'll finish Iba's routes. And yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, there are all of the other characters as well. We can, of course, do a completionist run if we want to try out all the dudes. But for now, it's gonna be 6 hours left of this route. But okay, I'm gonna stop it here, guys. Thank you so much for coming and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm very, very happy to see you guys here. A lot of people who couldn't be here for the normal streaming time. Happy to see you. And with that, I wish you good luck for your day or night. Have a nice day or night, I guess. I was gonna say like good luck for night, but then I realized what the fuck do you need luck for at night? Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you for coming and thank you for the donations. Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata kite ne. Next time, let's do it again. Let's finish this route. Ne? Okay. Bye bye. Oh, by the way, if you're curious about the prequel of this game, what happened before all of this, then you can check out my previous streams on Hakuoki Kyoto Wins. Yes, in my channel. Alright, that's it from me, guys. Bye bye.